judge, Helen Dixon. Line judge, Nathan Baum. And back judge, Jason Nelson.
Hello and welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us at Woodward Stadium on this Thursday night. It is fall break for Woodward Public Schools, but we've got a game at hand, pink out night here at Woodward Stadium as they welcome in the Cashion Wildcats and Dakota. Woodward coming off, I'd say a tough loss last week. A loss where you were competing hard all game long. Defense had probably their best effort all around in 4 quarters, and that's both up front and the secondary. You got a complete game there. The offense did make progress compared to the Cashion game. Cash Carter looked a little bit more confident in what he was doing, but John Marshall was really sending some heat. Things were there. They seemed to be open a little bit. Couldn't quite connect enough. That being said, you got the first career touchdown for Cash Carter on a 39-yard hookup to Colt Moore, freshman. Late in that 4th quarter, ultimately after coming up just a bit short, 12-7. But the Boomers' non-district contest tonight, as I mentioned, welcoming Cashion, a chance here to maybe get a little bit more momentum going into what are going to be 2 tough tests against Oak City and Clinton.
Well, you talked about Cash Carter and Colt Moore, 2 freshmen that have, proved their point and being able to play against seniors and juniors and all of these other guys, but those guys really are out there making a difference, and I'm glad to see Cash Carter finally figure some things out going down the air. A couple of drop passes, but other than that, I think he started to figure out John Marshall.
Yeah, and, it'll be interesting to see how he handles this Cashion defense. It'll be a bit of a different look. We'll get into that a little bit later in the pregame as far as what the Wildcats are going to try to throw at the Boomers tonight. Cashion does come in at 2-5 on the season, and they are coming off a loss as well, 34-18 loss, district loss to Christian Heritage last week. That was at Cashion. And Dakota, a lot of ways, similar to the Boomers, very young in a lot of spots. Guys are sophomores, freshmen playing big minutes. They do have a couple seniors sprinkled in there, but it is still relatively a very young team, and one that's just looking to kind of try to improve every week at this point.
A little bit of a rebuilding year for them as well as ourselves. So, like you said, both teams a little bit in the same. Only difference is Cashion has a couple of wins on the season, but I think we're going to change that tonight.
Well, we'll see how it goes last year. Leading into this, last year the Boomers went down to Cashion the same week and kind of had that non-district. It was a pickup game, and they pledged to home and home there. And the Boomers were able to take the win in a very exciting back-and-forth affair, 44-34. Ace Long in the second half of that game really turned it up a notch and kind of led the Boomers back. They were trailing at the half.
I think 21-0 or something like that.
I think it was 21-7 if I'm right. It was at least a couple of scores, if not a few. And Boomers kind of woke up in that second half and really put it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we may have your attention,
and was able
tonight is Pink Out Night for Cancer Awareness.
To get the win. So that was
if you are a cancer survivor or are currently battling cancer right now, please stand.
And Cashion being where they are, we're talking about their rebuilding year.
We applaud you for battling cancer, and we applaud you for beating cancer.
Looks like Peyton Carter out with some fire to honor her family in the community.
There are more than 17 million cancer survivors in the United States.
Some different jerseys.
This number continues to grow as we discover better ways to diagnose and treat cancer. The word survivor means different things to different people, but whether you use the term survivor or prefer a word like warrior, the idea is the same. Being a survivor means taking an active, positive role in your own care. Tonight, we honor a survivor.
Yeah.
Tonight, our Woodward Boomer family would like to honor Jacqueline Pierce Wagner.
Boomer TV as well. Get the video stream as well as our audio over the top.
Jacqueline Pierce Wagner, the aunt of senior Woodward Boomer football player number 52, Peyton Carter, was diagnosed at the age of 37 with stage 2 breast cancer. She underwent 18 months of aggressive chemotherapy weekly. Every week, she was treated at Southwest Oklahoma Cancer Center in Duncan, Oklahoma. She had a double mastectomy. Halfway through her treatment, lost all her hair, and was very weak.
The parents said
she always had a smile on her face and never gave up. She was surrounded by family and friends the whole time. Her husband, Brian Wagner, and her mother never left her side. Today, the end of treatment. Towards the end of treatment, she began her reconstruction surgeries and finally rang her bell because she was cancer-free. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause to Justin Pierce for beating cancer.
His thoughts on the game last week against John Marshall and the matchup tonight against the Cashion Wildcats. You're listening to Boomer Football on Z92.
Unlock a season of savings and fall road trips with Michelin Tires. Between October 11th and October 27th, get $70 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with a purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. See your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire at 2220 Main in Woodward. See MichelinMan.com/auto/deals-promotions-and-rebates for complete details. Offer expires 10/27/23. Void where prohibited. People investing in people. That's what they're all about at Great Plains Bank, because life isn't a transaction, it's a journey, and on that journey, we're greater together. Great Plains Bank has locations in your local area because they're here to serve you. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For more than 20 years, Northwest Glass has served Northwest Oklahoma with all their glass and door needs, including vehicle and equipment, windshield replacements and chip repairs, rekeying locks, and window and door repairs and installations. Call 256-4324 or stop by 611 Texas Avenue for all your glass and door needs. Good luck, Boomers.
Holidays Fall Expo 2023. The Tri-State's largest fall trade and home show is coming to the Woodward County Event Center Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. This year's show promises to be the best yet, featuring home improvement, construction, agriculture products and equipment, clothing, wineries, communication and entertainment products, ATVs, automobiles, arts and crafts, plus great food vendors, and over 150 exhibitors. Smith & Company Auction and Realty, Papadoki's, Barber Dyson Ford Lincoln, Happy Hour, Northwestern Oklahoma State University, On Point Land Survey, and Merritt Auto Group all want to see you at Holidays Fall Expo 2023. Get a head start on your holiday shopping at Holidays Fall Expo 2023, October 20th, 21st, and 22nd at the Woodward County Event Center and Fairgrounds. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to Boomer Football on Z92. And joining me now is the head coach of the Woodward Boomers, Coach Ken Gordon. Coach, good to have you. Talk to you after that really close game there against John Marshall this past week in Taft Stadium. You guys went on the road for that one. And that was, starting, I guess, breaking down the defensive side of the ball. John Marshall, we talked about it last week with you, and then we mentioned it kind of in our lead up to the start of the game of how they have been really explosive offensively. And you guys were able to hold them to one of their lowest point totals on the season. You had them, it seemingly looked like they were confused a lot of the times when generally they moved pretty smooth. So what worked so well defensively for you guys there? And then, was there something that you took from that game that you still realize, okay, hey, we still have no progress in this other area?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, our kids, they were focusing on the game plan that we put together. We felt like there were some areas that we could attack. And, from watching the other games, of other teams that they play. But again, when you watch those other games, they're putting up major points. And so I felt like we had to get to them before they could get out in space because of their speed. And our kids did a great job of just, being physical and playing hard. We didn't do everything right, and they had a lot of mental bucks, but they played hard. And, they're finally understanding, like, if you just play hard, everybody plays hard. And we don't, we're not going to always execute, but if you play hard, you're going to always give yourself a chance to make plays. And, that's what happened. And when you go back and watch film, it's like, okay, we made these plays. We did a good job, but look how many plays we left out there. And look how much better that we can still continue to get. And so, they did a good job of going out there and putting the game plan together and doing as best as they can. But we still, again, we still left a lot of plays out there, and we felt like we should have had a goose egg on the board, but that's the hunger that I'm looking for, and they're finally starting to come around, and but I was proud of them. I was very proud of them, like I told them after the game, and the biggest thing is both sides of the ball, they didn't quit. They kept playing hard.
And Coach, focusing in on that front seven specifically for that defense. We had seen the secondary felt like really have some good games, before last week. And the secondary kind of had moments, but it seemed like against John Marshall, everything kind of came together, to the best point this season. Pressure was constant. Guys were flying around. A lot of gang tackling. You saw 4 or 5 guys to the ball. And you mentioned, trying to get the people in space. Talk about how big of a confidence boost that maybe was for that defense. Like you said, still some things to work on, but how big was it for them to kind of see those results come to fruition?
Exactly. And we have been telling them, like, hey, I think, if you have pride as a player and you keep hearing say, well, our secondary is doing pretty good, but we got to get better up front. We got to get better on our linebacker position. We got to get better at our D-line position. At some point in time, if you have pride, you'll be like, you know what? Hey, we want to do this too. We want to hear Coach say this about us too. And it finally came together. And, like I said, the main thing is that, the plays that we wasn't making the weeks before, we started making those plays. And, and it's good to see that, it comes from watching film and breaking down film like, okay, if you do this, if you do your job here, you'll make the play. Regardless, you're not trying to do too much. If you just do your job, it'll come around. And if we can get 11 guys doing that and continue to do that every snap, this is what'll happen. And they got a chance to see it. And I think at halftime, when we went in halftime, they was like, oh, okay, so we really can do it. And that's what I told them. So you guys are playing together. You guys are communicating. And you guys are tackling together. And we might have somebody miss, but we got another guy sitting there just waiting. And so, that's the main thing. It's just having those guys play together and play hard together.
Definitely, Coach. And looking at the offensive side of the ball, I know kind of the big goal we talked about going into this past game was, hey, you want to see that step forward. Obviously, you had made the change with Cash Carter taking over the quarterback. Medina gets split out wide, or Ryan Douglas Fisher gets split out wide as Carson Medina was out, and continued that work this past week. It seemed like from a scheme standpoint, things were there. Guys were open. Carter was able to stand in despite some pressure throughout the game consistently, try to make those throws, had a couple of missed opportunities here and there. Ultimately, though, you did give your guys yourselves a chance at the end. Do you feel like that step forward was made offensively? Again, probably going to have a lot of things you still want to work on, but did you feel like that was a step in the right direction last week?
Absolutely, and that's what I told those guys. Like, okay, again, you look at the film, we have guys open, and the thing about it is with Ryan at the slot position, because he can attack the middle of the field, and it's hard for people to cover. So when you attack the middle of the field, then you have guys from the outside coming in, then these are guys on the outside open, and so he is a weapon for us by attacking the middle of the field. And like we told him, like, hey, we have guys open now. Now we have plays that we left out there. We have touchdowns that we left out there. We have first downs that we left out there. Next week, let's go make sure that we take care of that. And I think they've seen that all, like, okay. And again, it's repetition. And they had a good week of practice on the offensive side, and continue to try to get better up front. And like we told our guys, like, hey, there's sometimes when they bring 6-man pressure, the quarterback's got to get rid of the ball, because we don't have enough to block it, so it all works together, but when you have time to throw the ball, you got to make sure you make that throw, and we did that a couple of times, but we also missed some, so they see it, and now we just got to go do it.
Coach, going into the mind of a young quarterback, we talked about this a little bit with Cash Carter last week, just getting his confidence up. It seemed like he did play with more confidence this past week, but like you said, you touched on the process of, getting the ball out quick, you got that pressure, finding the open guy, going through those reads. How do you try to develop that guy, other than just the repetitions? Is there anything you try to work with them mentally through? Is it just seeing it in film and then going back and, maybe there's a drill in practice, you kind of pay special attention to that? What do you do to try to get him up to speed better on that process? Because that could be a difference for a young quarterback learning that step.
Absolutely, and everybody's different, but the way that we look at it is there's nothing better than team rep. But you have time to throw the ball on 7-7. You have no face pressure. One-on-one, you have time to hold on to the ball, which, we put our guys on the clock. We say, okay, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, the ball needs to be out. So there's nothing to me better than having a team session. We do more teams than anything. Like, we do our individual, we do our, our walkthroughs and everything like that, but base practice is based on team reps, because that's what we're going to do on Friday. You know, and that's the best thing they can see, because you're going to see different type of blitzes that we're throwing at him. You're going to see different type of fronts that we're throwing at him. And that's what he needs to see, different type of coverage. You know, that's how he's going to get comfortable. He's not going to get comfortable by going out there and not seeing a defensive line or O-line in front of him and everything. And then on Friday, all of a sudden you got an O-line and D-line in front of him. So, you know, we're a realistic coaching staff. And that's the way we try to keep it, you know, realistic for him. And try to be straight up honest, like, hey, this is what you're going to see. You know, we're not going to try to go out here and script for success. You know, we're going to make you work. We're going to make that brain work, and that's what we're trying to do.
And, Coach, looking at this week, Cashion opponent coming into town that traditionally has a lot of history, obviously very, especially over the last 10 to 15 years, has been a very successful program, a team that you guys were able to take down last year on the road. But this year, kind of similar to last year, where they're in a bit of a mix between, you got a couple seniors, but really it's a younger roster overall. And what is something that maybe stood out to you about this Cashion team? They generally want to get downhill despite kind of being spread wide at times. And then defensively, just want to play that assignment football. Is there some other things that jump out to you about this team?
Well, they play hard. I mean, they play hard and they're physical. And like you said, you know, when you have tradition over years.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you know,
welcome to Friday Night Lights on a Thursday night. At this time, we invite you to please stand if you are able for the playing of our beloved national anthem.
That is the culture that
but before our national anthem, we will recognize a moment of silence so that you may, if you choose, reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activities.
You know,
please be respectful of others during this moment of silence.
And that's what I told our kids. I said, now look, you know, they have tradition. They're going to play hard. They're going to play physical. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're built on. You know, they're built on winning. You know, so they
and now, at this time, the pride of Northwest Oklahoma, your Boomer Band will play our beloved national anthem.
Against a team like that. And I love playing against teams that have tradition and that has, you know, culture and that has a standard and that plays physical and that plays fast and plays hard for full court. So that's what they're going to do. And that's what we have to match, you know. But that's the thing that we're building to do. And so I'm glad that we just play a team like that has that tradition.
With that, we thank Coach Ken Gordon for his time and insights. Let's step aside for a break as we continue to work towards kickoff between the Woodward Boomers and the Cashion Wildcats. You're listening to Boomer Football on Z92.
Unlock a season of savings and fall road trips with Michelin Tires. Between October 11th and October 27th, get $70 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with a purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. See your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire at 2220 Main in Woodward. See MichelinMan.com/auto/deals-promotions-and-rebates for complete details. Offer expires 10/27/23. Void where prohibited.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some even seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Oklahoma.
This message presented by the OSSAA and the Oklahoma Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Does your disability make it harder to find a job?
Yes, absolutely.
DRS can help. DRS Services.
DRS job selection with disabilities.
Really want to work?
So employers like us really want to hire.
Now we're taxpayers.
Contact DRS.
DRS can help.
Contact DRS 800-487-4042 or okdrs.gov.
And welcome back to Boomer Football on Z92. Dakota Wagner and Tyler Riggs with you as we get ready, about 10 minutes away from kickoff here at Boomer Stadium between the Cashion Wildcats and Woodward, I should say. And Dakota, we do have a man down on the sideline with us, Mr. Pete Riley tonight. He's down there checking out the environment. He is currently along the stands. Pete, ready for some Boomer football tonight? Tried to pick him up. Yeah, okay. We're having some issues.
I think we
with
got some technical difficulties down here, guys.
Yeah, still dealing with some of them. So we'll try to get that straightened out with Mr. Pete there. But anyways, Dakota, let's take a bit of a deeper dive into this Cashion team. We're talking about, one of the hallmarks you heard there with Coach Gordon is that this is a tradition-rich Cashion Wildcat team. Coach Lynn Shackelford has been around nearly 2 decades at this point. He came into the season 185 wins, nearing that 200-win mark. That's a lot of wins, not a lot of losses. Only 39 losses coming into the season, all of his career. And a lot of coaches would love to have that type of career. And this is a guy that's built the program. He knows how to go through the ups and downs and get some sustained success. And, you heard Coach Gordon talk about this team that's going to play hard no matter what. He expects a 4-quarter game from Cashion and a high-impact effort for them. Some of those guys you need to watch out for tonight for sure that we'll be talking about a lot. Sophomore quarterback Ethan Waswo, very interesting prospect, a guy that has a good frame to him for a sophomore, likes to be a bit dual threat, could take off on the read option. And arm-wise, still getting there, Dakota, but, in typical fashion with Cashion, he is a smart, tough player, a guy that you can't take lightly. He's got a couple weapons around that offensively. Max Higdon, the receiver spot, tall receiver as a junior.
Ladies and gentlemen, your captains for tonight's game for the Boomers are number 10, Ace Small,
Timmy Jones, Drew
number 12, Ryan Douglas Fisher,
that will share carries.
Number 13, Carson Medina,
like to run some two tight
number
ends,
52, Peyton Carter, and number 55, Bobby Kirk.
Shotgun attack, Dakota, but they do like to run downhill, which means Boomers are going to have to be physical tonight, it sounds like.
And, you talked about some of those young guys that are on that Cashion roster. I think that's what's going to set them aside from us, Tyler, because they have so much young guys and so much energy, and we're going to have to go up against it.
Yeah, and that will be interesting for sure, that energy like you're talking about, because they're hungry. They're hungry like the Boomers are to try to continue to improve and get there. We are having the coin toss right now. Looks like captains for the Boomers, Ace Long, Peyton Carter, Bobby Kirk, and Carson Medina, who we mentioned was back today. Do you want to mention a number change you're seeing there for Ace if you're watching on Boomer TV? If you're listening, he will be wearing number 10 tonight instead of his usual number 1. So that is a bit of a change with the pink out jerseys. Other than that, no major jersey changes for anybody. Should be all about the same. And defensively with Cashion, we got the offensive guys. Defensively, it's a lot of the same names you'll hear as far as they've got guys going both ways. Max Higdon anchors the secondary at the safety position up front. Guys that they play on the offensive line, they're big contributors. And Benson Waltman, one of the few seniors, along with Tommy Branson. Nose tackle defense have been two solid players there. In the middle, Timmy Jones.
And the Boomers won the toss, and they like to receive the ball.
Also an inside linebacker come down. Lace Boom. They've got some freshmen. We mentioned Grayson Davis playing receiver-wise. He's a defensive back for them. Corner spot, Kellen Smith, another freshman in there. So it'll be interesting, Dakota, to see how our receivers match up with that secondary. We saw last week John Marshall. Guys were open and getting open in one-on-ones. Cashion tries that tonight. There may be some works.
Have guys from Woodward on both sides of the ball, guys from Cashion on both sides of the ball. It's going to come down to who's more hungry.
That will be definitely the question. And before we step aside for one final break, we want to thank our great sponsors tonight. High Plains Tire, gold sponsor of the Coaches Show with us. Top Cat Formalwear and Accessories, Divine Stationery, Klein Mechanical, Northwest Glass, Great Plains National Bank, and Long Shots Bar and Grill, who is our Coaches Show host. Cannot do it without them. Not only are they supporting our ability to be able to bring you this broadcast, but also supporting the school directly as well with their sponsorship. With that, let's step aside for one final break, and on the other side, we'll get to some keys to the game and the kickoff between the Woodward Boomers and the Cashion Wildcats. You're listening on Z92 and watching on Boomer TV.
Holidays Fall Expo 2023, the Tri-State's largest fall trade and home show, is coming to the Woodward County Event Center Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. This year's show promises to be the best yet, featuring home improvement, construction, agriculture products and equipment, clothing, wineries, communication and entertainment products, ATVs, automobiles, arts and crafts, plus great food vendors, and over 150 exhibitors. Cooper's Barbecue, KT Mini Donuts, Brown's Shoe Fit, Laverne American Legion, Carico Meats, Bull Creek Ag and Outdoors, and Modern Appliance all went to see you at Holidays Fall Expo 2023. Get a head start on your holiday shopping at Holidays Fall Expo 2023, October 20th, 21st, and 22nd at the Woodward County Event Center and Fairgrounds. Don't miss it.
Hey, Oklahoma, could your child have lead poisoning? The only way to know is to get tested. Remember, children aged 12 and 24 months are required to get a blood lead test.
Here come your Boomers!
At 1-800-766-2223 or visit our website at ok.gov/health and search childhood lead poisoning.
It takes a lot to be a cowboy, but most of all, it takes discipline, attitude, and toughness.
Pistols firing! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
Ride along with the Cowboys right here. Join us Saturday as the Cowboys head east for a Big 12 showdown with West Virginia. Our coverage begins at 12:30 on your home for Oklahoma State football, the Cowboys Sports Network from Learfield.
And welcome back to Boomer Football on Z92. Bill Wagner and Tyler Ridge with you, just a few minutes away from kickoff here tonight between the Boomers and the Cashion Wildcats. We'll take a look at both teams. We've talked about, some of the matchups. What is the biggest key in your mind for the Boomers to be able to succeed tonight against the Wildcats?
I feel like they take a look at this team, Cashion, and the Boomers know it's a smaller school, and they have maybe the upper hand in the situation. And, talking with a couple of guys during the week, they're coming into this one very confident. They're in high hopes. The minds are very active, and the mindset's just about winning right now. And I feel like the Boomers are going to come out here. They're going to be upfront physical with Cashion. As long as they can stand their ground, keep the physicality going, I feel like we can come away with the W tonight.
Yeah, to add to that, you mentioned something there that I think is highly confidence, right? Having the belief in yourself to go out there, execute, get it done, and do your job. That's something that Coach Gordon and the staff has really preached with these guys to try to be about themselves on that. It's been a tough season mentally to say, okay, hey, you ain't got a win on the board, but tonight is that chance to be able to do that, give yourself a bit of confidence, and then, you're going to have two tough teams after that. Now we're sitting in Clinton, but you want to finish strong, especially with all the young guys that we've seen step in there this year, being able to build on for what a lot of them has been a great season. Guys like Colin Bourne, guys like Bowen Moore. I mean, Levi Harris you could throw in there. Casey Bourne, the juniors had a fantastic season.
Cole Moore stepping up now in the season. I mean, there's just so many guys that you can add, and that's what you like to see. But I honestly feel like tonight, Tyler, it's going to be a good game for the Boomers.
Well, as we're about ready for the kickoff, the Boomers will receive the ball to begin. Cashion will be kicking off. Boomers are going to go right to left in our view, or if you're watching on Boomer TV across your screen in this first quarter. The kickoff man for the Wildcats will be number 59, Benson Waltman. Mentioned him, one of the linemen, one of the seniors, also does the kickoffs and punts. And we'll see what kind of foot he has. Wind tonight looks pretty calm. It should lay over well, be under 10 miles an hour. No gusts to worry about.
I'm going to go for an onside kick to open the game up, Tyler.
Interesting.
This is odd.
Yeah, the Hands team is out there. Good point. Hands team is out there for the Boomers. So Cashion trying the immediate momentum. Sure enough, there's the onside. It's a nice bouncer. Good fielded by the Boomers near midfield. They'll take over with good starting position. They didn't want to kick it deep and get the Boomers a real chance to return it. I guess if you don't want to do that, the onside is probably not the craziest option to go with, just to try to get some surprise on the road.
Well, I mean, if you look who's in the backfield, it's number 10. New number for tonight, Ace Long. They probably watched some film on the young man. He's got a good lowering shoulder, and he can get by some guys for sure.
So Woodward takes over at their own 48 for the first offensive possession of the game. Looks like Ryan Douglas Fisher getting the start, if I'm not mistaken, at quarterback. No, that is Cash Carter, a little tall. I apologize. They'll have trips to the left, 2 to the right. And motion goes to Long in the backfield. Carter takes the snap, hands off inside to Long, lowers his shoulder, does get across the 50, fights forward to the opposing 48, gets a gain of 4 on first down for the Boomers.
Good job there by the offensive line.
Second down and 6 yards to go.
Like you said, lowering that shoulder.
That's something I know the coaches have is wanted to get better at getting Ace in spots to get where he's going north-south, downhill. That's where he's at his best a lot of the time. 2nd and 6 at the Cashion 48. Carter in the gun, trips to the left, 1 to the right, handoff inside again to Long. This time has a bit of a hole, fights forward to the 45.
Again.
Tackle by the Wildcats. Look like Ace had a bit more room, Dakota. Still gets a solid gain on 2nd and 6.
Yeah, had that hole like you were talking about, but then the defense for Cashion finds the one of these teams and they can close that thing up.
So 3rd and short for the Boomers. 11-10 to go in the first quarter, just underway. Carter in the gun, empty set, trips to the left, 2 to the right. Play clock under 20 seconds, has plenty of time. Cashion showing a 3-man front. Linebackers over the top. In motion goes Long. Carter back to pass. Has to get out of the pocket. Throws it short to Ace Long. Good block by Medina. Open the field. Long gets down to the 40. It's a first down for the Boomers. A late flag comes in. I didn't think that was a illegal block by Carson Medina. I tried to call him for a crackback block.
Yeah, well, I think that's what they're going to get him for, Tyler.
Boy, that's unfortunate because it looked like he was lined up with the man. You know, they do understandably want to crack down safety-wise on those crackback blocks. You don't want to blindside guys, but it looks like that's going to be the call against the Boomers. Tough break on third.
Illegal block on the Boomers.
Good move there by Carson Medina, like you were talking about. Just the Boomers, just unfortunate. Get a penalty there.
Would have had a first down at the Cashion 48. Instead, you will have a 3rd and long. Back to, it looks like your own 40-yard line.
Yikes.
So marched off for full 15.
Brings up the 3rd and 18 for the Boomers.
What you want for the Boomers.
So 3rd and 15, you're at the 40. Excuse me, 3rd and 20. You got to get to the opposing, 3rd and 18. You got to get to the opposing 42 for the first down. Carter in the gun. Trips to his right side, single to the left, in the backfield, Long. 3-man front for Cashion, and they jump on 3rd down, so that'll make it a bit easier. Wildcats jump as Travis Lofelholtz.
Offsides on the defense.
A little too eager there for the Wildcats.
You get some slack in a little bit.
So
brings up the Boomers, 3rd and 13 yards to go.
13 for the Boomers. So 48 to go in the first quarter. Formation flip, trips to the right, single to the left. Carter in the gun, 3-man front for the Wildcats. Long in the backfield. Back to pass is Carter on 3rd and 13. Quick strike over the middle, finds Ryan Douglas Fisher. He'll break the tackle, gets to the 50, gets down to the 42. Fighting forward, gets to the 40. He's got the first down, and the Boomers convert on 3rd and long with a simple drag route to Dakota.
Gotta give credit to the offensive line. Making a big gap there. Douglas broke free for the first down.
And so call it a gain of, it looks like 21 officially for Douglas Fisher on the catch and run.
We have an official timeout here from the far sideline judge.
So interesting. They got the first down. There's no issue there. There was no penalty flag. But Dakota, how about the quarterback turned wide receiver, Douglas Fisher, on that nice catch and run?
Oh, yeah, no problem there for Douglas Fisher. Gotta give a lot of credit, though, as a lot of blocks were made for him.
And a good quick strike from the freshman, Cash Carter, threw it with confidence. So not sure what the officials' timeout was, but they've talking to, that's Coach Warner on the sideline. Not sure what the conversation is. But we're ready to go back to play. Boomers have 1st and 10 at the Cashion 39. 10:33 to go. First drive for either team. Scoreless here on Pink Out Night for the Boomers. Carter will be in the gun. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Long in the backfield. Snap taken. Handoff inside to Long. He's got a bit of a hole. Fights forward to the 35-yard line. Maybe gets an extra yard.
Long on the carry for a few yards.
On first down. Sets up
brings up 2nd down and 5 to go.
5-yard gain. That's what you like to see. Just those holes opening up for the Boomers. That's something that, you know, early season they weren't able to get going.
And he's just so heavy up front, Tyler. He can just run through just about anything.
2nd and 5 for the Boomers. 2 receivers each side for Carter. They have Long with them in the backfield. 3-man front for the Wildcats. Linebackers over the top of it. Spread out. Now motion goes long out of the formation. Carter back to pass. Switch to his left. Takes a shot deep. Looking one-on-one for Medina. Medina's got it in the end zone for the touchdown. 34-yard strike for Carson. And a late flag comes in. But a 34-yard strike as it stands now from Carter to Medina. We'll see what the flag is. That was very late.
Got to give credit there to Cash Carter, waiting in the pocket, finding the time, trusting his offensive line to give him time, and delivering an absolute bomb into the end zone.
Boomers are backing up right now. I'm not sure what this flag is yet. They pick it up.
They had to pick it up. It was
flag on play.
Sideline warning on the Boomers. So there you go. It was a sideline warning. Touchdown will stand. 34 yards on a strike from Carter to Medina. And welcome back, Carson. Medina to the lineup. Boomers on for the extra point. They take an early 6-0 lead. 9:38 to go in the first quarter.
Two late Boomers are running onto the field. It's going to be Cooper Wiener and Adrian Cruz.
So Long lined up for the extra point. Snap, ball down, kick is up, and that is high and good. The Boomers.
And extra point is good. Boomers.
The touchdown pass.
Cashion,
Steps up
7-0.
Back for more. You're listening to Boomer Football on Z92.
In the heartland of Oklahoma, where wide open spaces meet winding roads, safety is paramount. We all share the same road, but navigating these two-lane roads requires caution, yield to oncoming traffic, and come to a full and complete stop before entering the highway. Because when we drive responsibly, we protect what matters most, our families, our community, and ourselves. Let's make it home safe. Make Oklahoma safe.
This message is brought to you by Oklahoma Transportation and the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority.
And welcome back to Boomer Football, Z92 and Boomer TV. Dakota Wagner and Tyler Riggs with you, and the Boomers strike first with 9:38 to go in the first quarter on a 7-play, 52-yard drive, capped off by the 34-yard hookup from Carson
Long
Medina.
kick for the Boomers.
Cash Carter to Carson Medina, Dakota.
What a Thursday it has been, Tyler.
And we're just getting started here.
Oh, yeah.
As Ace Long lines up for the kickoff. Back deep, single returner for the Wildcats. Looks to be Austin Compton, the sophomore. Long strides, puts the boot into it, high there, good kick. Trailing back, and that's going to be fielded in the end zone. Excuse me, that was Grayson Davis on the return. There'll be a touchback. Cashion takes over at their own 20-yard line.
Get to take a look at the Boomer defense for the first time tonight.
Yes, very excited to see how that goes, considering how dominant they were last week. As the quarterback, Ethan Waswo will lead things out for Cashion. As they'll set up in the gun. They'll have two receivers each side, man in the backfield with them. Looks to be Jones. We'll check at the line of scrimmage. Flip his running back. Boomer showing pressure with a six-man front. Back to pass as well on first down. He's going to take a deep shot immediately. Looking one-on-one for Higdon down the sideline. That is incomplete. Good coverage by Cooper Latala down the sideline.
Brings up second down.
Every step of the way there.
And overthrown by Waswell. So Cashion trying to say they're not going to be afraid to step into it. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. And this pink out night, good to see solid crowd. The pink W back to passes Waswell on 2nd down. They'll go with the screenplay to Timmy Jones. He makes a cut, gets up to the 25-yard line, fights forward for a couple extra yards to the 27. Call it a gain of 7.
Jason Bourne with the initial tackle.
And a screenplay there.
Third down
trying
and 2
to be
yards
aggressive.
to go.
And a good little dump pass.
Yeah, I'd like to see another one here and see if they can hold them down for a
3rd
and out.
and 2. Waswell takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He's got room on his left side. Up to tackle the open field, dragging him down for no gain. I believe that might have been Colin Bourne. Boy, what a play by the freshman.
Yeah, and I think we're going to force them. Oh, they're going to
brings up 4th down.
Call, Tyler.
And yeah, Colin with the open field tackle on Waswell sets up a 4th and 3. See if the Boomers can make us in. As you mentioned, Dakota, looks like Cashion for now going to try to go for it. Might be pooch punting here as Jones is now kind of lined up over center. Running back. Play clock is down to 10. Cashion has plenty of time to get set. And now they make the call. Roswell will have 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Jones in the backfield with them. And now it's sweep jet to Davis, the receiver. He's going to try to get to the first down. Open field tackle. I think he got it by a yard. I believe that's Cashion Bourne that might have got in there and rode him down. Gets just enough to go on 4th and 3.
It was
Cashion Bourne with the tackle.
But unfortunately, they pick up the first.
And so 1st and 10 for Cashion at the Boomer 31. As Roswell will be in the gun. 2 receivers each side. Jones in the backfield. Throw a quick out to Higdon. He's got some blockers up ahead. Gets to the 40, 45. He's racing for the 50. It's a foot race. He might go 30, 20, 10. It's going to be a touchdown for the Wildcats on the screen. Max Higdon broke it and got through a couple of tackles, and he took it all the way.
In the Boomer Stadium, Tyler, it gets quiet.
Just a quick bubble screen, and Higdon, the junior, turned on the Jets in the open field. As that will be a 69-yard catch and run for the junior wide receiver. So the Wildcats look to tie it up with 7:38 to go in the first quarter. Fireworks early in this one. On for the kick is Adelie Jerry, the junior. Snap, ball down, kick is up, and we got a whistle beforehand.
Flag on the play.
Ripplers afterwards, some shoving, but no flags between a Boomer and a Wildcat. As Jerry's kick was good initially, but it looks like they might have to replay here. Not sure what the whistle was. Looks like maybe an offsides on the Boomers.
On
yeah.
the Boomers, yep.
So you move it up half the distance, and
offsides on Boomers.
Cashion might think about a 2-point conversion. That's the case. Potentially as Jerry now runs to the sideline. And yeah, Cashion thinking about a 2-point try. And so we'll bring back on.
I think the Boomers are going to be able to sniff it out, Tyler.
Ethan Waswell, the sophomore, in the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. Jones in the backfield. Boomers showing a packed box. As Waswell puts a man in motion. It's Davis. They fake the handoff. Waswell tries to lower the shoulder to get in. He didn't get it. 2-point conversion is no good.
No good.
Boomers, Tyler, keep their lead 7-6.
They do with 7:38 to go. We will keep it right here, but Dakota officially for the Wildcats a 5-play 80-yard drive, and we mentioned the big play there, the 69-yard touchdown pass. That's something we haven't seen the Boomers really give up, is those big plays like that.
It's been long drives that's been given up throughout the season by teams that we've got away from.
It did.
But you like to see the Boomers strong on defense on the 2-point conversion, able to fight them off and keep them up.
7-6. We're set to get the ball back. We'll see if Cashion tries to go through the onside again, if they try to split it. They did not want to kick it deep the last time. Return team gets on it. It looks like go to maybe the hands team sitting up. So. And we'll see how Walton plays it. He tries to send it short again.
Try to do an onside kick. He'll deliver one to the back of the end zone. Looks like he's going to go for the onside kick again. It looks like Zane Weibel may be his intended target. As he'll put his hand in the air. He'll kick it off. Recovery. The Boomers are going to get it at the 47-yard line.
So about the same spot they took over the last time. Cashion Bourne, the man falling on it for the Boomers.
Cashion Bourne on the recovery for the Boomers.
So the Boomers will now go onto the offense and get things started. Not too bad field position here for the Boomers. Let's see if they can get something.
Let's see if they can find that connection again. Cash Carter found Carson Medina.
Carson Medina will go to the far side. Or to the right side. far side single set receiver.
Yep, trips right, one to the near. As Carter takes snap, hands off inside the long. He'll try to bounce it outside to the left. He's going to face a host of Wildcats, and they'll drag him down back at the line. No gain on the play.
I'd like to see the stiff arm there by Ace Long, but a couple of Cashion Tigers come down and help their men out and bring it out the line of scrimmage, like you said.
So no gain brings up a 2nd and 10. Carter in the gun. Trips to the right, one to the left, long in the backfield. 3-man front for Cashion. Everybody else sitting back behind in the box. Fakes the handoff, slings it out to Douglas Fisher. Can't hold on to the screen pass. That'll be incomplete. Would have had a man on him, Dakota, as Cashion's defense. Riker Johnson brings up
3rd down.
As soon as the ball was knocked it out of the hands of Douglas Fisher for the incomplete pass. Try again. 3rd down and 10. 3rd and long.
And so 2 no gains, essentially, between the completion and the run. As you mentioned, 3rd and 10. Trips to the right, 1 to the left for Carter. Long still in the backfield, 6:58 to go in the first quarter. Long goes in motion. Carter back to pass, has some time, still looking. He's going to take another deep shot, loads up, trying to find Ben Cheap, who has to come back for it, can't make the catch. Had 2 Wildcats on him and did his best to fight through Dakota, but couldn't come up with the catch.
Brings up 4th down.
20-yard line, almost got knocked out of bounds, but then made his way back to about midfield. And, trying to go for that ball. Just unfortunately, he was in double coverage and it got knocked out of bounds, or out of his hands.
And not the worst ball placement by the freshman Cash Carter. Just, as you mentioned, into double coverage, a bit risky maybe on the throw. As long as come on to the field. 4th and 10 at their own 47. Cashion will have the returner lined up deep. Long has a chance to pin the Wildcats if he could get a good one. Snap back to him, bit high, collects it, puts the boot into it. This one, bit of a lower wobbler. Higdon fair catches it at the 20. Long tried to make sure he didn't send it into the end zone. Still results in Cashion take it over at their own 20. 6:42 to go.
They won't have the best field position. We'll see if this Boomer defense can crank down this time and get them a stop.
Yeah, Higdon showed his big playability on the last drive for the Wildcats. That 69-yard catch and run off a bubble screen. You mentioned the last when it happened, some good blocking as well. This Cashion team is a fundamental one, despite their record. We talked about Coach Shackelford and his success. As it be Waswell in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll have an up back in tight end. Caleb Durham. Running back is Jones. Man in motion's Davis. They'll give it to him on the sweep. Has some space on the right side. Breaks the tackle. Gets up to the 30. Has the first down before he's taken down at the 34-yard line. 18 yards on the jet sweep.
Something Woodward's going to have to work on tonight is containing that outside edge. And, man, he really does have the jets.
And that's just a freshman for the Wildcats.
Wow, he's going to be a tremendous player.
One of those two-way guys we were talking about. It's the 1st and 10. They gave him the 35, so a 15-yard gain. 6:25 to go in the first quarter. Wildcats trail 7-6. Boswell in the gun. To his right, 1 to the left. Up back again is Durham. Jones in the backfield. Boomer showing 4-man front. As Boswell looks back to the line. Now back to pass. Has some time. Still looking. Tries to fire to the sideline to Davis. That is way off the mark. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Brings up
Easy work
2nd
there
down.
for Colin Board as he tries to air that one to his receiver, but ultimately I think the pressure got to him when he kind of throws it sideways.
And maybe a bit of a miscommunication, a touch there too, as it looked like Davis was trying to leak out stronger. Instead, maybe Boswell thought he was on a comeback route. 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. 2 receivers to the right for Oswald, 1 to the left. Now in motion across the formation is Higdon. They'll fake the handoff. Oswald takes himself, trucks over a Boomer at the 40. Another one on him. He fights forward to the 43-yard line.
Couple of tall on the tackle for the Boomers.
2nd down, sits up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Size and height really goes to his advantage as he just kind of rolls over the Boomer like we were talking about and fights for the extra yards.
The sophomore talk about being tough, smart. That is a staple of a Cashion Wildcat quarterback. Waswell in the gun, 2 receivers each side on 3rd and short. Jones in the backfield with him. Boomers threatening Four-man front. Snap and off inside to Jones, looking for some space. Boomer on. He is going to get across the first down marker at the 45 to the 47, though. Hole opened up for him, and he fought forward for the first down. 5-yard gain on third and short. Wildcats will move. They want to settle in, get north and south, and then throw in some of that edge, if you will, where it would be the bubble screen, the jet sweep. First and 10 after being a 47 for Cashion. Boswell in the gun, empty. Trips to his right, one to the left. Single man is Higdon. He'll check back at line of scrimmage. 12 seconds to go on the play clock. 5:04 to go in the quarter. Back to pass. Boswell has time. Tries to throw it to the sideline to Higdon. That's going to be incomplete.
And that's incomplete. Brings up second down for Cashion.
Higdon to reel that one in to cover.
Good coverage there by Cooper Littall, as he just did not let his man have any room, and if that one was delivered to his hands, I think Cooper Littall would have had a grip on it.
Second and 10 for Cashion. Under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. They trail 7-6. Boomers trying to get a stop. As Cashion taking their time. Waswell will again be in the empty gun. Trips to his right, one to the left. They do have a tight end on the left. Now they move Higdon to the right side, so 4 on the right, only the tight end on the left side. Watch maybe for the bubble screen. Waswell back to pass, looking that way. Has a bit of time, gets hit as he throws. Is it picked off? They say incomplete. Colin Bourne had a chance at it. Couldn't quite scoop it up.
Pass is incomplete. Brings up third down for Cashion.
Averaging an interception a game.
Yeah, that secondary has been pretty strong for the Boomers throughout the season. They'll be tested again here tonight. 3rd and 10 for Cashion. 4:52 to go in the quarter.
So a little excitement for the defense. Let's see if we can get the ball in their hands this time.
Boswell on the gun. Trips to his right, one to the left. Man in the backfield is Jones. Boomers with their traditional 4-man front. Boswell checks back to the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 10. Now tries to flip Jones. Thinks better of it. Boswell takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Jones. He'll look to run. Gets across the 50 into Boomer territory, but a host of Boomers on him. It'll be a gain, but not near enough for the first down.
Cooper Peter and a bunch of other Boomers in on that tackle.
Looks like
brings up 4th down.
That one knew him too well and knew exactly what he was going for. Good job not to let him break free all the way and contain him for 5 yards.
Cashion went for it on 4th down. The last time it got it, they might go for it again. It's a 4th and 4 at the Boomer 47. Wildcats need to get to the 43.
They can't convert. Boomer's not sitting in bad field position.
That'll be the goal, as Waswell will be in the gun by himself. Trips to the right, one to the left. Tight end to the left side as well is Durant. Waswell does take the snap. He's back to pass on 4th down. Throws it short for a man. Has it. I don't think he's got the stick, though. And Colin Bourne all over.
Bourne on the tackle.
First down, the Boomers force.
Boomers take over on down.
I like to see the young man, the freshman, getting it done once again. We've been calling his name all season, Colin Bourne.
Only a 2-yard catch by Austin Compton and a great open field tackle by Bourne to get the ball back for the Boomers.
And Bourne's not a big guy. You know, he's small, but, man, dynamite comes in small packages.
That it does, as he's definitely played bigger than his size all year long. Boomers take over at their own 44-yard line. 4:03 to go in the first quarter. They lead 7-6. Carter will lead them onto the field in the gun. Trips to his left, one to the right. Long in the backfield. Carter back to pass on 1st down. Has time. Scanning the field. Now throws it short to the outlet of Long. He's got play space to the 50, to the 40, into Cashion territory. 35. Bricks tackle at the 30. Still fighting forward. Gets to the 25-yard line. And it's a big first down by Ace Long.
Give it to Ace Long, and he runs over a couple guys. Tyler, what was that, a 30, 40-yard gain?
It was a 31-yard gain on just a little outlet. It was a delayed read there by Long.
He was all there by himself, decided, hey, why not throw it to him? And he gets a good gain out of it.
Boomers threatening 1st and 10 at the Cashion 25. Snap handoff inside to Ace Long on 1st down. He'll get forward for a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Try to go quick to the Boomers with 3:25 left to go in the first quarter.
Trying to go back-to-back on the big plays. It's unfortunate there. The defense for Cashion tightened up. Let's see if we can go in the air here and get us a touchdown.
Boomers now will take their time on this play. No huddle, but we'll look to the sideline. Carter in the gun. Trips to his left, one to the right. Long in the backfield with him. Play clock down to 15. Carter still trying to get the signal. Gets it now. We'll get his guys lined up. Cashion's showing the 3-man front. Carter Puts man in motion as Douglas Fisher. He'll take the snap, look to his left, has plenty of time, still scanning. Now goes back over the middle, finds Douglas Fisher, bobbles it around and catches it, tips it to himself. It's a first down at the 10-yard line. Acrobatic by Ryan Douglas Fisher to bat that around, Dakota.
1, 2, what we play at hacky sack?
It looked like it.
Give it to me.
13-yard gain, 1st and 10 for the Boomers. They'll say at the 11. So a chance still for a first down. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Boomers trying to extend their 7-6 lead. Carter Long in the gun by himself. Trips to his left, 2 to the right.
Energy coming.
Might be going downhill. No, fakes the pass. Now he goes down, has blocks, gets down to the 5, cuts towards the end zone. He's in for the touchdown. Ace Long with the score. And the Boomers extend the lead late first quarter as they'll go up 13-6 with 2:17 to go.
Man, it is getting electric in here.
And that's what you love to see. Ace Long 11 yards out, just downhill. Dakota, like we talked about, makes a man miss. He's in the end zone.
I don't think there was going to be much stopping him, in my opinion.
Yes, sir. Long on for the extra point now for the Boomers. Snap, ball down, kick is up, and that is good.
And the extra point for the Boomers is good!
17 to go in the first quarter over the Cashion Wildcats. We'll step aside for a break. You're listening to Boomer Football and watch that on Boomer TV.
Does your disability make it harder to find a job?
Yes, absolutely.
DRS can help. DRS is Oklahoma Department of Rehabilitation Services.
DRS empowers job seekers with disabilities.
Really want to work.
So employers like us really want to hire them.
Now we're taxpayers.
Contact DRS.
DRS can help.
Contact DRS 800-487-4042 or okdrs.com.
And welcome back to Boomer Football on Z92. Dakota Wagner and Tyler Riggs with you. And a 4-play, 56-yard drive for Woodward. And only about a minute 45 off the clock there. Dakota, very efficient drive. He got some big plays. And Ace Long took that drive upon himself. Whether it was on the ground or getting the catch and run.
Yes, he did. And, man, the energy from the stands, the crowd, everything going good here for the Boomers. They have an 8-point lead, Tyler.
So Long on to kick this off. Davis back deep to return for the Wildcats. Long points to his fells, begins the jog, boots that one high. Might be returnable for Davis. He'll try to fill that to 7. Almost drops it, catches between his legs, gets up to the 15, out fighting for it to the 20. Ball comes out late, but a Wildcat falls on it at the 20. Almost dangerous there for Cashion.
On the tackle for the Boomers.
It looks like at their own 21.
Man, Boomers almost got a break there. Ball pops out at the 24-yard line, or at the 20-yard line, and Victor recovers Cashion. Boomers almost had a ball on it.
Almost. Yes, it will be Waslow in the gun for the Wildcats. We'll have trips to his left, one to the right. Jones in the backfield. Takes snap, back to pass on 1st and 10. Gets his as he throws it. Throws it deep and it's picked off, I think, by the Boomers. Was that Colin Bourne making the leap and grab? Yes! It was interception for the Boomers. They'll take it back over at the old 45. And yes, the freshman Colin Bourne, another interception. Kid is electric, Dakota. What a season he's having.
Man, and yeah, like you said, he's only a freshman. The kid's got a bright career ahead of him.
And this Boomer defense, this secondary, has been fantastic. Let's take it right back over 2:05 to go in the first quarter. As they'll have it in good field position on top of that at the Cashion 46. Carter in the gun. He'll have trips to his left, 2 to the right. Empty set. Cashion showing a 4-man front. Play clock under 15 seconds.
Timeout here for the Boomers.
And they do take a timeout. Coach Gordon and crew didn't like what
timeout Boomers
lined up. But Dakota, you get the big interception, and it's that big momentum shift. That's something that you love to see, really amping up the guys here in the first quarter.
You know, the Boomers haven't had a first quarter that has been this productive and haven't got this lucky. But hey, I don't think it's luck, Tyler. I think it's those guys going out there and proving that they can be something, and they're doing it tonight, 14-6, and it's still the first quarter.
And the big thing of that too is, you know, you're seeing 3 drives, 2 scores by the Boomers on those drives, and those are sustained drives. Maybe starting to come together a little bit in terms of execution.
One thing I noticed in the pocket is the defensive or offensive line is giving Cash Carter a lot of time to sit there in the pocket and figure out.
And we want to say thank you to our game day sponsor, Ed Services.
He has trusted
Ed Services is a local family-owned and operated oil and gas service provider with a history
dating
big
back
plays.
that 31-yard catch and run from Ace Long, that was just Carter reading things and checking down, taking what was there, and it turned out to be a big game. That's what you like to see from the freshmen as well.
I mean, it wasn't even a throw to him. It was just a, hey, here's like a little 5-yard
little
toss
pitch and catch,
to you,
yes.
you know? And Ace says, okay, let me do something with it.
Out of the timeout, Boomers have it 1st and 10. Carter will have trips to his right, 2 to his left, in the gun by himself. 4-man front for the Wildcats. 2 real linebackers over the top of it. Carter back to pass. Again, has plenty of time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Has rolled to the short side. Fires pass on the sideline. Looking for a man. Has it caught inside the 25-yard line. It's a great game, a great strike. Trying to identify the number. Ryan Douglas Fisher coming back for the ball.
Carter to Colt Moore for a Boomer. First down.
Catch there. Got to give credit to the offensive line again, Tyler. Got a lot of time for Cash Carter, and he sets up the play, rolls right, fires a man, and Douglas Fisher was there.
25-yard gain on 1st down. Boomers have it 1st and 10 at the Cashion 21, looking to extend their lead. Carter in the gun, 2 receivers each side, Long in the backfield with him. Cashion 4-man front. Carter takes the snap, fakes the handoff, screen pass out to Medina. That's Douglas Fisher, makes man miss. Gets up the sideline, has the 1st down, jukes another one. They finally call him out of bounds.
Carter to Ryan Douglas Fisher.
Showing the footwork down the sideline.
Oh, yeah, he is. Man.
Brings up
kinda,
2nd down.
Hard to tell what he was all doing from down there, but, you know, we saw a couple of guys fall to the ground.
For a Boomer, 1st down.
At the 11, enough for the first. Again, the Boomers have it 1st and 10. Can still get a 1st down and make it 1st and goal.
They're in the red zone.
And in the red zone, we'll have Ace Long in the gun now. Trips to his left, 2 to the right. Cashion, so a little bit heavier package. Ace again fakes the pass. Now he runs, has right side open. He'll get into the end zone. Second touchdown of the night now for Ace Long. 11 yards out once again.
That's what you like to see. The big man again, the 2nd time tonight, taking it himself and showing he's got the golden cleats.
2nd time in the 1st quarter, mind you.
Oh, wow.
Boomers make it 20-6 with 1:15 to go in the 1st quarter.
Trying to make it 21-6 is Ace Long.
As Long will line up for the extra point. Snap, ball down, kick is up, and that is good. So Boomers do make it 21-6 officially. Now, this is the type of start that Coach Gordon had been wanting to get. Both sides doing a great job. You did allow the one big splash play, but you forced a turnover in your offense. Has been dry.
You know what? A lot of plays, the Boomers, just one play gets them down. Cashion scores, the Boomer responds, and they get an interception, and they deliver another response. Cashion, I think they're a little worried.
Yeah, the Boomers are really feeling that home momentum. I mentioned a very solid crowd as well tonight for the Pink Out Night. Love to see that. And everybody good to get their pink on, if you will. So the cheerleaders got the pink pom-poms. We got the pink W at the center of the field. The guys even have the jerseys dressed out in pink. So good to see for sure. As the referee on to kick it away again. Let's see if Long gives them a chance to return
And
it.
with 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the 1st quarter, the Boomers lead Cashion 21-6. Ace Long is back to kick the Boomers.
Back deep to return is Davis yet again. Long marks off his steps, waiting for the whistle from the officials. There it is. He begins his jog, puts the boot into it. This one, a high end over ender. Maybe right at the goal line. Davis will return it from the 2. Gets to the 15, makes a man miss there. Tries to fight forward to the 20. He's not going to get to the 20. The Boomers push him back and take him down. They give him forward progress at the 19. That's where the Wildcats will take over their own 19. Minute 6 to go in the first quarter.
The Boomers. What the Boomers done there, not letting him go free.
Not at all. This will be Ethan Waswell, the sophomore, onto the field for the Wildcats. He'll be in the gun, trips to his right, one to the left. Single man is Higdon. Jones in the backfield. As Waswell gets set, checks with the line of scrimmage. They were showing aggressive front. He'll take the snap, looking to pass on first down, throws it to the bubble man on his right side. I believe that was Davis. Davis not going anywhere. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's
Josiah Baeza with the initial sack.
Excuse me, for the Wildcats, that was Riker Johnson.
Brings up second down for the Boomers.
So no gain. 2nd and 10 for Cashion.
So this Boomer defense can hold up and keep doing what they're doing. They're doing an outstanding job right now.
Under a minute to go in the first quarter. 40 seconds and counting. Cashion does have to take a snap. As Waswell in the gun, 2 receivers each side, man goes in motion. He'll be back to pass, looking for the screen. Finds Jones short, no, incomplete as he dropped it. Had Boomer coming to him, Dakota. Brings up 3rd and 10. Clock stops at 28 seconds to go in the quarter.
So 3rd and long. Last time they were able to get up to a 4th and 5 or 4th and 4 on a run by the QB. See if this time the Boomers can sack him for a loss or get an incomplete pass. They'll be sure to punt it.
Oswald will be in the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left, stacked in close. Man in the backfield's Jones. Man motion as Davis across the formation. Oswald back to pass. Has under pressure, and the Boomers are going to get to him in the backfield. Was that the senior? Was that the man, Peyton Carter? Yes, it was.
The vanilla
Peyton Carter with the quarterback sack.
Big sack on 3rd down for him.
Brings up 4th down.
Boomer defense.
And they do force that 4th and long. Cashion will have to punt, but that is going to end the quarter as we are under 10 seconds. Boomers will have a 21-6 lead to work with going into the second. We'll step aside for a break. You're listening to Boomer Football on Z92.
And at the end of the first quarter, your Boomers lead Cashion 21.
Unlock a season of savings and fall road trips with Michelin Tires. Between October 11th and October 27th, get $70 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with the purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. See your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire at 2220 Main in Woodward. See MichelinDemand.com/auto/deals-promotions-and-rebates for complete details. Offer expires 10/27/23. Void where prohibited.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the OSSAA.
And welcome back to Boomer Football on Z92. Dakota Widener, Tyler Lake with you, also on Boomer TV. As we begin the second quarter, Woodward leads 21-6 over the Wildcats, and they have a 4th and 19 thanks to a sack by the senior Peyton Carter. As he forced it there on 3rd down, got to that man. Waswell very quick, and gave him really no time there off the edge. So it will be Benson Waltman, the lineman, into punt, standing on his own goal line. Boomers have a returner on the plus side of their field. I believe that's Ben Cheapback. Waltman is not the strongest leg. That's a decent kick, though. We'll back up Cheap a little bit. Oh, he drops it at the 50. Has to get back to retreat. It does. Now picked up, trying to return. Gets to the 45, down the sideline to the 40. Gets a block to the 30. And a flag comes in, but for now, Cheap fights inside the 30.
The ball for the Boomers, but there's a flag on the play.
On this flag.
You're right, Tyler, as the defense or the offense comes out onto the field and for Cashion the defense, but let's see what this call is.
This might be against the Boomers. It came in late. I'd hate to see it be, well, Chiefs trying to say it's against Cashion. We'll see the call. If so, the Boomers could start into...
It's going to be a hold.
It is, yeah. So they will back up Woodward a bit, unfortunately. Still, though, despite that, you're going to have really good field position because that hold did not occur until the end of the play. So right about where Cheap was returning it. It looks like they
holding call against the Boomers.
So the Boomers will take over at the Cashion 42 here just underway in the second quarter. There's 11:46 to go. So a bit of a mental mistake, but like you said, you still get some great starting field position as Cash Carter, the freshman, will be in gun. 2 receivers each side, Long in the backfield with them. Cashion playing their 3-man front, 3 linebackers over the top of that. DBs everywhere else. Snap, fake handoff, quick zip pass out to Douglas Fisher on the left side. Makes a man miss, cuts up to the 30, breaks another tackle, 25-20 down the sideline, 10. He'll get to the end zone for the touchdown. Ryan Douglas Fisher showing the footwork and the speed.
He's going to run all the way around the field.
And a late flag comes in again. That might be another sideline on the Boomers there. They're getting hyped up. We'll see what the call is. Back up the extra point because it'd be a dead ball foul. See what the official call is. Wait on that. For now, though, a 42-yard catch and run on the screen pass. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Not sure if that was on the Boomers or on the coaches.
Number 55.
So maybe Bobby Kirk for the Boomers, or was it on Cash?
Can't tell.
They're marking off, they're pointing some numbers, so not sure. Maybe for the celebration. Didn't see anything too egregious, but quite honestly, maybe wasn't fully paying attention on the celebrations. Either way, the Boomers do extend their lead to 27-6. 11:36 to go in the half, pending the extra point.
Kick for the Boomers.
A 10-second, one-play, 42-yard drive for the Boomers. Ryan Douglas Fisher with some fancy footwork on that left side. Took it to the house. As they didn't mark off any penalty yardage, so it might apply on the kickoff. That would be my guess.
It's probably what's going to happen.
As Long. Get the extra.
And the kick is good.
So Boomers making
Boomers lead Cashion 28-6.
This is kind of that offensive explosion I think the coaching staff has been waiting for.
I think you're right, Tyler, and I think it's been a built-up moment where the Boomers were going to go off. It was going to be a game where the Boomers were going to absolutely score as much points as they can, and that's what they're doing right now. It's 28-6. It's only the second quarter.
And yeah, you'll love to see, we talked about in the pregame, get that momentum, you know, really trying to get something built towards those last 2 games of the season where we got some real tough opponents, one on the road, one at home in Clinton, Elk City. And so far, I don't think they could ask for a better start coach.
No, and Douglas Fisher, you know, he made that position change from quarterback to wide receiver. And you let the freshman come in, Cash Carter, and an absolute another dime from him. And then you got to give a credit to Douglas Fisher. The footwork on the outside edge, and then for him to run around the field and celebrate, that's something even more special for the Boomers.
And Coach Gordon, I think it was, chest bumped him up there high. Got with him on the sideline. So
you got
Ace Long back to kick for the Boomers.
You got to. So Long back kick, and yes, the personal fouls did mark off on the kickoff.
So instead of kicking from 35, they're going to kick from 25.
The 40 to the 25. Yes. So Long is backed up on his own 25, ready to kick this one off. See how far he can get the boot into it. Not a ton of room tonight at all. There's a kick for Long. This one high, but targeted to the sideline for Davis. Great bounce back. That's a live ball. Cashion's got to get on it. Riker Johnson does. He's going to get surrounded and take that ball. Comes out late. I think he was already down, but a great job by the Woodward kickoff team as they drag him down just past the 20-yard line, so only going to get 2 extra yards out of it despite the penalty.
Man. If he didn't grab that ball within another second, I mean, there's a Boomer diving for that ball, and that was Mason Boyd.
So, as Cashion takes over at their own 22, 11:28 to go in the half, they trail 28-6. After the Boomers stay composed, obviously don't buy into maybe the hype so far in the start. You got to stay consistent. As Waslow in the gun, he'll have trips to his right. Nobody on the left side. Running back is Jones. Waslow back to pass, 1st and 10. Trying to go for the screen. No, goes short. Finds Higdon open near the sticks at the 30. He turns, runs upfield, gets to the 35. That is a 1st down for the Wildcats. Boomers lost him there a little bit on the stick route by the junior.
That's what you like to see from the Boomers. Let's see if they can go for the defense.
15-yard catch for Higdon. 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. 11:04 to go in the half. Waslow in the gun, this time formation flip, trips to his left. He'll hand off to the man in the backfield.
And a bunch of Boomers in on that tackle.
Will be Carlos Martinez, the freshman. He does fight forward for 4
Brings up
yards.
2nd down for Cashion.
2nd and 6.
Stopping him is going to be number 52, the Vanilla Gorilla, Peyton Carter. But there is a Boomer down and a flag on the field.
Injury timeout.
An injured Boomer down the field, like you mentioned. A late flag came in as well, and it will be an injury timeout. So we'll step aside. 10:43 to go in the half. Boomers lead 28-6. You're listening to Boomer Football on Z92.
Hey, Oklahoma. Could your child have lead poisoning? The only way to know is to get tested. Remember, children aged 12 and 24 months are required to get a blood lead test. For more information, contact the Oklahoma Lead Poisoning Prevention Program at 1-800-766-2223 or visit our website at ok.gov/health and search childhood lead poisoning.
And welcome back to Boomer Football, Z92, Boomer TV. Dakota Wagner, Tyler Riggs with you as they still tend to the injured Boomer. Looks like he's going to get up a little bit of help and be able to walk off under his own power. Can't quite tell the number yet.
Bubba Hunter, the injured player for the Boomers.
Looks like Bubba Hunter, which kind of unfortunate in the sense that he just got back a little bit ago. Obviously had that concussion earlier in the season that was pretty severe, and now looks like dealing with a bit of an ankle injury, it appears. He is walking back under his own power, so maybe just one of those situations. Can't tell if it's ankle or shoulder, but at least getting off under his own power. So hopefully he'll be all right. Definitely want to see that man be able to actually play, and they called the foul, looks like, on the Boomers.
What you hate
flag
to see.
was, not sure what the flag was, but it moved Cashion into Boomer territory at the 47-yard line. Looks like about a 15-yard penalty. It's Wildcats 1st and 10 as we get back to play. Waslow takes a snap, hands off inside of Martinez. He's not going to go very far. He's getting in the backfield on look like
Adrian Cruz on the tackle for the Boomers. Brings up 2nd down.
Still a gain of 2 for Martinez. 2nd and 8 coming for Cashion. 10:20 to go in the half. They trail 28-6. They do have it on the Boomer 45. Waslow in the gun. 2 to his left, 1 to the right. Man, the backfield is Jones. Or it's still Martinez, excuse me. Waslow back to pass on 2nd down. Finds a man on the sideline. Caught, but gets stuck there. Only a gain of a few, and I believe that's Higdon. It was. He is slow to get up, but does get up. Good stick by the Boomers in the coverage.
Dalton Eckert on the tackle for the Boomers. Brings up 3rd down.
On that play is going to be number 8, Cooper Beener.
Did a great job. 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats. Under 10 minutes to go in the half. Waslow in the again. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Now the backfield is Martinez. Boomer showing 4-man front. Waslow checks back to the sideline. Now wants to flip Martinez, but holds him instead. Play clock down to 10. Waslow with the snap. Fakes the handoff. Tries to take it himself. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. As getting in on first contact, Peyton Carter sticking him at the line.
The big man.
Peyton Carter with the tackle for the Boomers. Brings up 4th down.
They're going to go for it here. Doesn't surprise me.
They've shown that so far in this game about, anytime you're midfield plus, that's what they've done.
Last couple of times, though, Tyler, Boomer defense sniffing it out.
So 4th and 4 at the Boomer 41. Cats got to get down to 37. Waslow takes the snap, back to pass. Looking, has time. Now he's going to float one deep, 1-on-1 down the sideline. That's too far, incomplete. Intended for Higdon. Instead, it'll be turnover on downs.
Boomers take over on downs.
Josiah Beza comes around the quarterback, jumps in the air, kind of throws the quarterback off, and I think he may have overthrown it because of that reason, but if not, got to give credit to the defensive line.
Yeah, good point there, because it didn't allow Waslow to really get set to throw that ball. He had to kind of pump it, had to almost think about taking off, and like you said, able to force just enough of a misfire for the Boomers to get it back. They take over at their own 41-yard line with the 28-6 lead, 8:51 to go in the first half here at Pink Out Night Boomer Stadium. Boomers trying to show out.
2-point lead.
Carter will be in the gun. Trips will be to his right, 2 to the left. Long as the inside man on the right. Now in motion goes Douglas Fisher. He'll be in the backfield with Carter. 3-man front for Cashion. They fake the handoff, screen pass out too long, and that one gets blown up. No Long able to stay on his feet. Flag comes in late. As Long still
Cash Carter takes long reception, but there's a flag on the play.
Maybe a foul on the Boomers.
As Long will have to pop off for a second.
It's going to be holding on the
holding call against the Boomers.
So a bit of a delayed timing there on the screen pass, and that's you see that affected because as one of those plays, Dakota, as we know, you've got to be on time and on target with it. So a little unfortunate insult to the loss there as they do get the holding, like you were talking about. Long comes off for a minute. Maybe can't tell if he got the wind knocked down or what. Kind of a tough way he got taken down. So the Boomers are going to see if Cashion declines the penalty or not. That's what we're trying to figure out. Looks like they may have declined the penalty. They did so. So it will be second and long for the Boomers. No holding penalty applied, but it was still a loss of 5 on the play. Second and 15. Carter in the gun. Stinnett now in the back with him. 2 receivers each side. Cashion stacking the box a bit heavier, 6-man. Hands off inside to Stinnett on second and long. Breaks off the tackle, bounces outside, still fighting forward. Unfortunately, not going to gain much.
Matthew Stinnett
Cashion did a good
with
job
the carry for the Boomers.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Good effort from Stinnett,
Brings
but
up
there's
third
not
down.
much room to go. Third and long upcoming.
Not much room as Cashion was desperate for a block there, so they start pushing their guys into each other to kind of push into Stinnett there. Just unfortunate Stinnett couldn't get on the outside edge anymore and take that one off.
Did a good job trying to bounce it out. Just couldn't find much more. 3rd and 15. Boomers got to get into Cashion territory at the 49. Carter in the gun. Trips to the left, 1 to his right. Looks like Long back out there in the backfield. Carter back to pass on 3rd and long. Scanning, has plenty of time now under pressure. Has to dump it down to Ace Long. Ace going to try and make a man miss. Gets up to the 35. It's going to be a loss.
Cash Carter to Ace Long for the reception.
Just
brings up 4th down for the Boomers.
To force a 3 and out.
Yeah, Cashion defense starting to step up there, and like you said, they're forced not a turnover, but 4th down, and we're gonna have to punt here.
Only the second punt they had forced. Woodward on their second drive of the game went 3
Ace Long back to punt for the Boomers.
7:16 to go in the half, counting down. As Boomers lead 28-6. The Long on for the punt. Backed up inside his own 25 to about the 22, and now I believe a timeout taken by the Boomers. It is
timeout Boomers.
1.5. As Coach Gordon didn't like something with the alignment, so he's bringing the guys over for that. 7:05 to go in the half. We'll step aside with them all in this break and come back for the rest of the half. You're listening to Boomer Football on Z92.
In the heartland of Oklahoma, where wide open spaces meet winding roads, safety is paramount. We all share the same road, but navigating these 2-lane roads requires caution. Yield to oncoming traffic and come to a full and complete stop when entering the highway. Because when we drive responsibly, we protect what matters most: our families, our community, and ourselves. Let's make it home safe. Make Oklahoma safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very important announcement. Attention high school seniors, juniors, freshmen, and sophomores. We have somebody celebrating their 16th birthday today. Happy sweet
and
16
welcome back to
Ava Miller
on Z92. Tyler Riggs, Dakota Wagner with you. 7:05 to go in the first half. Boomers do lead 28-6 over the Cash Wildcats, but they have to punt on a 4th and 15 as Ace Long will be back to punt. Inside his own 25, standing about the 22. Wildcats will have Max Higdon back to return as they back up a couple others as well to block. Snap taken by Long, fields it clean and gets the boot. This one a low one, but carrying strongly as Hickman has back up. 20, dropped it, buffed it there, but falls right back on it. Boomer almost on him, able to recover that, but instead it will be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats inside their own 20 at the 19.
Man, that kid's got a boot.
Yeah, good punt there, good carry on it. Just enough of a to make it tough for Higdon to field. So the Cashion offense comes back on. They've only had one real big play. It was a 69-yard catch and run by Higdon. That is their lone score. 1 for 2 after the Boomers had a penalty on the extra point. Did not get it. Since then, they have really been depleted. That was their first drive of the game. Haven't scored since and have turned it over on downs a couple times as well as a pick. Waswell on the gun by himself. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. He'll be back to pass on 1st down. Has pressure immediately. Has to step out of the pocket. He finds some space. Gets across the 20. Now fights forward for a few yards to the 23-yard line. Gain of 4 on 1st down after seeing the pressure immediately.
Like to see what the Boomer defense
Bubba Hunter and Trip Bates in on that tackle for the Boomers.
And good immediate pressure. Good recognition from Waswell to step out of it for the sophomore. Still, you don't want him to get comfortable back there, Dakota. That's something we talked about in the pregame. As he'll be empty in the gun again. Trips to his left, 1 to the right. Higdon is the man on the right side, toward the Cashion sideline. Boomers will show a 5-man front. In motion, cross formation goes Johnson. Faked handoff. Waswell takes it up the gut himself on the keeper. He's not going to gain much.
And a bunch of Boomers in on that tackle.
A little bit more forward progress than I thought he got. Gain of 3. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go for Cashion.
5-man front. Didn't really have much room to run through.
See if Boomers could come up with a stop on 3rd and short. Saw Peyton Carter get a big sack last time in this situation. As Martinez comes on to be the running back for Waswell. Will be in the gun. Trips to his right side. Nobody to the left. 3rd and 3. Back to pass. Waswell looking to that left side. Throws a pass. That's picked off. Josiah Basil got back and got it. Read it clean. And he, on the return, gets inside to the 25. Down to the 22-yard line. 2nd interception of the night for the Boomer defense.
Good there, job.
Josiah Baeza on the interception for the Boomers.
That's 2 of them for the Boomers tonight. 1 by Colin Bourne, and 1 now by Baeza. And just Dakota, that was one of those deals where he looked like he was coming down on the blitz, sank back just enough, and Waswell didn't see him.
Just perfectly, just sit there right tight. Everything is going right for the Boomer defense tonight.
And they take over, Woodward's offense does, at the Cashion 22, leading 28-6, 5:24 to go in the half. Carter in the gun, 2 receivers each side, Long in the backfield. They hand it off to him on 1st down, has a bit of a hole, gets across the 20, inside the 20.
He's Long on the carry.
15-yard line. Instead, they say the 17. Good gain on 1st down, gain of 5.
Brings up a 2nd down and 4 yards to go for the Boomers.
Offensive line making room there for Ace Long. Let's see if he can do it again.
2nd and 5 for the Boomers. Carter will be in the gun, 2 receivers each side stacked. Long in the backfield with him yet again. Same formation. Clock under 5 minutes to go in the half now. Be a 5-man front for the Wildcats. Trying to bring pressure on the edge. Carter takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking for a short pass. Goes for Medina, has to pass the stick inside tip. Medina breaks out the tackle into the end zone for the touchdown. A catch and run for Medina, 17 yards on the quick hit.
Welcome back, Carson Medina. I think that's his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Yes, sir. Had the first one 34 yards on the first drive. That one kind of, Carter had to get rid of it quick, Dakota. He saw the pressure and found Medina on the quick out.
Man, Medina slipped, caught himself, and it was able to make the touchdown run. Man.
The Boomer offense having a season high 35, I believe, matched the point total from all season so far. As Long with the extra point kick
and
is
the extra
good.
point is good for the Boomers.
Take a 35-6 lead
with 4 minutes, 39 seconds left to play in the half. Boomers lead Cashion, 35.
You love to see right now on the Boomer side, this crowd's into it. You got the cheer going, you got the band going. Everybody's having a good time, Dakota.
Got 35 points on the board. I mean, everything's going good.
it's going right. The defense is forcing turnovers. The offense is in rhythm. And this has got to be almost, I'd say, relief for the Boomer coaching staff.
Cash barely has any points. I mean, like you said, everything's going right for the Boomers tonight. Maybe we can hang 50 on them before half.
I don't know if they'll push for that, but, you know, still, you love to see the execution. You know,
folks, we hope you stick around for halftime because our Boomer Dance team will be performing, and our Boomer Band will be performing as well.
The defensive, couple offensive, just couldn't quite get things, you know.
And don't forget, the FFA is selling delicious onion burgers.
That they are. As Long lines up for the kickoff.
Ace Long back to kick for the Boomers.
Davis for the Wildcats. Tell you what, kicked off about, I think it was 85 degrees or so tonight, and it's sun down now. Things starting to cool off as we get to the overnight. Down about 73 out there, so about perfect football weather on this Thursday night. Along with the kickoff, that one is going to sail well into the end zone for a touchback. Solid kick there. Man, I'm going to have to ask Mr. Long about that because he stays.
I bet he has a good breakfast.
I'm sure he does. He's built like he does.
Coach probably just told him that.
I don't know about that. Cashion takes over.
Once again, folks, we hope you go and get a tasty, delicious onion burger from the FFA. They cost $7 and going for a good cause.
Have one. As Ethan Waswell, the sophomore, leads the Wildcats back onto the field. Being the gun, two to his right, one to the left, packed in tight. Now motion goes Davis across the formation. Waswell back to pass first down, has time, going to throw it over the middle. That's broken up, should have been a pick as Mason Bourne read it clean. And he had it for a second to coach, just couldn't hold on.
Down for Cashion.
Boomer defense really has hands tonight. I would not be surprised, Tyler, if we have another interception on this drive.
As Waswell's had 2 in the first half. It was about to be 3.
I think the Boomer defense is really just reading him perfectly tonight.
The secondary is on fire. The front, it's only yielded 1 sack, but it's given pressure. Waswell will be in the gun by himself. Trips to his right, 1 to the left. Back to pass again on 2nd and 10. This time pressure up the gut. He's not going to escape it, and he'll go down. Casey Bourne flies in and gets the sack.
With the quarterback sack.
Bourne just shot like a missile through the middle there, untouched. And
brings up a 3rd and long for Cashion.
Man, Casey Bourne, Colin Bourne, everyone for the Boomer defense tonight is having a good one.
3rd and 17 for the Wildcats, 4:10 to go in the half. Waswell will be in the gun yet again. This time running back in the backfield looks to be Jones with him. Trips to his right, 1 to the left. Higdon, the single man on the left side.
This is critical.
Cashion's got to get to the 30. Back to pass is Waswell. Backing up, they'll go with the screen play to Jones. Has some blockers out in front. Does get to the 15, trying to fight forward. A host of Boomers on him, though. And he'll be well short of the first down. Ultimately, nets gain of 4.
And a bunch of Boomers led by Colin Bourne in on that tackle.
Boomer defense really stepped up.
Brings up 4th down and 13 for Cashion.
Immediately a host of Boomers tackling.
Yeah, did a good job to not be too aggressive. Stay home on the screen play. Now the punt unit comes on for the Cats as it'll be Waltman, the big man, ready to punt it. He'll be standing inside his own 5-yard line. Back deep to return is Ben Cheap. Lined up around the 50-yard line for the Boomers as they're bringing on a couple guys, bringing off a couple guys.
Boomers need to hurry off the field here.
They're going to have to take a timeout. This is the one thing I know Coach Gordon will kind of be, at least in this first half, if he has any complaints, Dakota, it's this. They have
timeout, Boomers.
Getting alignments in and getting plays in. That they will. So 3:06 to go in the first half. Boomers lead 35-6. We'll get the ball back, but we'll have no timeouts remaining as they've had to burn all 3 so far earlier in the half.
Bring a couple Boomers out like Peyton Carter, Jake Graff. Couple of Boomers kind of got a couple substitutes now. Mason Bourne goes back into the huddle.
Do want to to thank some great sponsors while we got a chance. High Plains Tire, gold sponsor of the Boomer Coaches Show. Top Cat Formalwear and Accessories, Divine Stationery, Klein Mechanical, Northwest Glass, Great Plains National Bank, and Long Shots Bar and Grill is a Coaches Show host. Cannot do it without them, and very much appreciate their support, not only of our broadcast here tonight, but directly to the school, supporting the school with their sponsorship. So big shout out to them. And Dakota also, you know, man, I can't. This first half is everything we've talked about for these guys for the last few weeks, just trying to put it all together.
Putting the pieces together, and you know, like Coach Gordon's talked about on the Coaches Show and the interviews we've had with them, just waiting for that right opportunity, and tonight, it sure has been one.
Waldman back to punt. Boomers almost got to it. This one, a solid punt by Waldman. Skies to the 45. Fair catch called
Ben
for
Cheap
by
with the
Benji.
fair catch for the Boomers. Boomer takeover.
We're at the Cashion 45. So Waldman ultimately with a 40-yard punt, no return. Boomers, though, still with the plus field position because of the Cats being backed up. See how they approach this last 3 minutes with no timeouts. I imagine ultimately it comes down to a 2-minute drill, knowing you don't have the timeouts. You don't have to be super paced, but you definitely got to be aware of the clock.
Cashion still does have, I think,
Moore will get onto the field. There's your shorter man. Carter will be in the gun. Trips to his right, 2 to his left, Long in the backfield, or 1 to his left, excuse me. Back pass is Carter, looking for the screen play to Long. Gets it to him at the 50. Long has a Cashion roller. He gets it by him, though. Gets him to the 40, to the 35. Had the
Catch
first
Carter
down.
to Ace Long for a Boomer.
Flag came
First
in late.
down.
It's going to be passing or holding there. It's going to be on Carson.
Flag on the play.
I guess he held his man.
Yep, Coach Gordon not quite happy, obviously saying, hey guys, you got to be better mentally there.
Talked about an explosive play there by Ace Long, not letting anything stop him except for a host of Tigers.
And not until after he got that first down marker, broke out of a tackle in the backfield. And yep, it is going to be a block in the back, they'll say, on the Boomers, so this will back it up instead of a first down.
Holding call against the Boomers.
As it will take you to the 45 and your own territory. So make it 1st and 20. As Carter will be in the gun, Stinnett with him in the backfield. 2 receivers each side. Cashion showing their standard 3-man front. Everybody else spread over the top. Carter takes the snap, has off inside to Stinnett, has a decent hole, gets back some of the penalty yards.
Matthew
Stinnett back into Cashion
with the carry for the Boomers.
A solid 7-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and long still.
That's what you like to see there by Stinnett. Now they'll take him out and give him a little bit of a breather.
Just working him in a little bit, letting Ace Long catch his breath here and there. 2nd and 13 for the Boomers. Under 2 minutes to go now in the half. Ball's on the Cashion 49. Carter in the gun, empty set. Trips to his right, 2 to the left. Play clock down to 10. Now motion goes long across formation. Carter back to pass. Under a bit of pressure. Has a roll to the short side. Tries to fire a pass down the sideline. Ben Cheap comes up with the catch. And that was the time when Roger Johnson was all over him. Finds a way to fight back and make the catch inside the 30-yard line for the first down.
Just when you think Cash Carter's getting pushed out of bounds by 2 defensive linemen, he finds a way to throw it sideways. As like you said, Ben Cheap going back into the route, swinging things in as Cash Carter. First down, Boomers.
21-yard game. Boomers going quick. Carter back to pass on 1st and 10. Rolls out. Tries to fire short. Incomplete. Looking for Ryan Douglas Fisher. Would have been a short game to the 25. Bit of a misfire.
Carter to Douglas Fisher. Incomplete pass. Brings up a 2nd down.
Hurry up for the Boomers. They were trying to go fast, and the defense, I think, just read it too well, and the pressure came too fast.
2nd and 10. 1 minute to go in the half. Boomers have no timeouts to work with, but they're threatening at the Cashion 27-yard line. Carter in the gun, trips to his left. Single to the right is Cheap. Long in the backfield. Got clock down to 10. Now in motion goes Medina. Back to pass this. Carter looking to the left side. Has time. Now has it flush out a bit. Throws a strike inside the 20. Caught by Carson Medina.
Carson Medina for the reception.
Good gain on second down. We'll set up a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Kind of have to go a bit quick, though, as the clock is running.
Looks like to see there by Carson Medina. They're coming back after an injury. 2 touchdowns. An amazing group of catches there for the young
Game clock down to 30 seconds. 3rd and short for the Boomers. Carter back to pass. Looking to his left side. Now looking to the right. Rolls out to the right side. He's going to take off for himself. Inside the 20 to the 15. Smartly steps out of bounds.
Carter with the quarterback keep.
And gets out of bounds, stops the clock.
For a Boomer,
2
seconds.
Down. Pedaling backwards at the 15-yard line, just making room, and then he blocks for Cash Carter. Like to see that from Ace Long.
Gain of 6 puts the Boomers up to the 12. 1st and 10, 22 seconds to go in the half. They lead 35-6. No timeout, so I have to play it efficiently here. Carter in the gun, trips to his left, single to the right, cheap, long in the backfield. Cashion threatening 5-man front. Carter back to pass on 1st down, looking to the left side. Nat rolls to his right, still looking, has time, floats to the end zone. That one tipped and it's picked off. Rocker Johnson by the Wildcats picks it off in the end zone, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds, I believe, for the touchback. Although he got pushed out of bounds back there. That should be a safety, I would think, but instead it is going to be an interception, and the Wildcats get it back. And just a play where Carter tried to take a bit of a shot, Dakota, into some coverage and got tipped a bit.
Yeah, just unfortunate there. Like, you thought Medina was going to have maybe another play where he kind of bobbles it and catches it, but just unfortunate there that the defense picked that one off.
So Wildcats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20 with just 10 seconds to go in the half. They do have timeouts to work with, but I'm not sure how much they get.
Boomers will set a man backwards. That's going to be Mason Boring just in case.
Waswell on 1st down, hands off inside, and that's going to be for a short gain by Martinez, and the Wildcats will take it in the half, going 35-6 the Boomers. On the hunt for their 1st win of the season.
And at the half, your Boomers beat Cashion 35-6
on Z92.
Need financing for a new home or want to refinance your current one? Bank 7 has the home loan products to suit all types of borrowers. Pre-qualify now by filling out their secure online form at mortgage.bank7.com or call 580-254-0100 and let their mortgage specialist design a mortgage just for you. Subject to credit approval, equal housing lender, NMLS 677297.
For the past 58 years, Klein Mechanical has served Woodward and Northwest Oklahoma for all your
ladies and gentlemen, on November 4th, Boomer Dance Team will be competing at the OSSAA Regional Game Day Competition in hopes of advancing to state the following week. The competition includes 3 parts: band dance, band chant, and fight song. This week, they will perform 1 section, and at the last home football game, they will perform the other 2 sections. Welcome to the field, your Boomer Dance Team
in Woodward. See MissionMan.com/auto/deals-promotions-and-rebates for complete details. Offer expires 10/27/23. Void where prohibited.
R5 in Woodward offers you the very best in custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat pressing. R5 can personalize anything from pasta hoodies, shirts to jackets, and best call on 580-256-3579 to place your order today.
It takes a lot to be a cowboy, but most of all, it takes discipline, attitude, and toughness.
Pistols firing! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
Ride along with the Cowboys right here. Join us Saturday as the Cowboys head east for a Big 12 showdown with West Virginia. Our coverage begins at 12:30 on your home for Oklahoma State football. The Cowboys Sports Network from Learfield.
And welcome back to Boomer Football on Z92 and Boomer TV. Dakota Wagner, Tyler Riggs with you, and we have have gotten, to the half. The Boomers lead 35-6. Dakota. It has been, again, just kind of the exact start the Boomers have been looking for. The offense is clicking. The defense is making plays. And could have had
Woodward Public Schools would like to present the Woodward Boomer Band.
Still, I think if you're Coach Gordon, could not
Pride of Northwest Oklahoma. The band attended the Deer Creek Invitational last week with the other 4A, 5A, and 6A bands. The Boomer Band placed fourth amongst all the bands in both prelims and finals performances, beating out several bands from larger schools. Woodward Public Schools would like to wish the Boomer Band good luck tomorrow as they head to another hard competition at Yukon High School. Tonight, the band will be performing their 2023 competition show, Reimagined. The show includes Imagine, performed by John Lennon, and Mad World, performed by Tears for Fears. The band is led on the field by senior drum majors Iris Chen, Elena Fletcher, and Gracie Thompson.
Woodward did have to punt, but after that, that's when started the scoring streak. Ace Long had back-to-back 11-yard runs.
Drum majors Iris Chen, Elena Fletcher, and Gracie Thompson. Is your band ready?
You would see Carson Medina get into the end zone for a couple of touchdowns as well as the Boomers just, extending that lead. Dakota and doing a great job of just finding space and finding guys in space, opening things up, and then defensively clamping down pretty well as well.
Oh, on the defense, I mean, you got guys on both sides of the ball. That's tiring, but man, Peyton Carter, Casey Bourne, I mean, all those guys are really just stopping the guys, going in for the sacks, making their way through that offensive line. You guys got like Colin Bourne, like I said, interception, making some good coverage as a cornerback. I mean,
good open field tackles.
Having anxiety and depression is like being scared and tired at the same time.
The fans are getting into it.
Fear of failure, but no urge to be
the environment right now.
It's wanting friends, but hating
have that
social
35-6.
but not being caring about everything, and caring about feeling everything at once.
Dan out there as well on this pink out night here at Woodward Stadium. We'll step aside for another break, come back, talk about some other games going on in the area right now, and talk about what's ahead for some Friday football. For that perfect special attire, look no further. The Top Cat formal wear and accessories at 808 Main Street in Woodward. Top Cat has a beautiful line of bridal, special occasion, and prom dresses to choose from. With no two dresses alike, you'll always get that special look. They guarantee the perfect fit for tuxedos at no extra cost and carry menswear for all your needs. Visit TopCatFormal.com or call 580-255-6288 to book your appointment now. Store hours are 10 a.m. through 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Let Top Cat help you shine on your special day.
Holidays Fall Expo 2023. The largest fall trade and home show is coming to the Woodward County Event Center Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. This year's show promises to be the best yet, featuring home improvement, construction, agriculture products and equipment, clothing, wineries, communication and entertainment products, ATVs, automobiles, arts and crafts, plus great food vendors, and over 150 exhibitors. Crafted with pride, Continental siding, very white storage containers, Smokin' Ease Bites, 3 Wellness, and Northcutt Toyota all went to see you at Holidays Fall Expo 2023. Get a head start on your holiday shopping at Holidays Fall Expo 2023. 21st and 22nd at the Woodward County Event Center and Fairgrounds. Don't miss it.
My name is Dee, and I dream big.
I need a good job to get what I want, so I signed up for DRS Transition.
Are you a teen with a disability? Get free career counseling,
Work experience,
and a paycheck.
DRS Transition helps us get ready for life.
Dream big.
Dream big. Contact Oklahoma Department of Rehabilitation Services, 800-487-4042, or okdrs.gov.
And welcome back to Boomer Football, Z92, Boomer TV. Dakota Wagner and Tyler Riggs with you. Woodward leads at the half, 35-6 over the Cashion Wildcats. Offensive explosion for the Boomers in that first half. And but Dakota, let's talk about what's ahead for the weekend. Big thing going on tomorrow, starting tomorrow, 11 to 8, Woodward Event Center. It is the K101 Fall Days.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday here this weekend. As you can see us out there, we'll be, a lot of great vendors out there. Had quite some time in terms of pure number of vendors. So that is very exciting. Should be a great week. It's going to be a beautiful weekend in terms of weather. Obviously, free to the public to come out and walk around. No charge there, so come out and see all these great people that come to put on this trade show. It's always a great event every year. Taking it all in, if you will, on K101 there as well as all of your stations. So definitely, like I said, 11 to 8 tomorrow. 10 to 8 on Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. That is your times. Get bumper stickers. There's, arts and crafts. You could get
funnel cakes.
Get new washer and dryer. There's bath things. You get a whole new shower if you need something. Anything and everything you could get at the K101 Fall Days. Whether it's Christmas shopping, maybe you're getting something for yourself. Maybe, hey, you need to buy some land. There's realtors
It's about learning how to dance in the ring.
They got stuff like that too. They just got anything and everything.
Yes, it should be a fantastic time. And then, of course, Friday Night Quick Scores will be on tomorrow night on top of the trade show. Kate Kenny and myself are going to O'Keene, or excuse me, to Sealy as the Wildcats host O'Keene. That's what I was trying to say for a Class B district matchup that should be a big one in B3 between Sealy and O'Keene. Sealy considered, one of the top teams, if not the top team in Class B by many people. They've got playmakers all over the field. Their only loss was their non-district. They've rolled since then. They've got some fantastic playmakers as well. Should be will be on the call. I'll be joining them. Having a good time. And then intercut between all that, we know the good doctor, Representative Carl Booth. We'll be back in the studio to update us on scores in the Tri-State. So you'll still be with your scores while we've got that broadcast going on. I do. And then as far as Z92 goes on Saturday, as we turn the page, if you will, kind of college football, looking ahead to that, the Cowboys will be in action on Saturday as they will be on the road against West Virginia, against the Mountaineers. That will kick off at 2:30, which means weekend coverage will begin here on Z92 at 12:30 on Saturday. Oklahoma on K101, the Sooners coming off their bye week, will be hosting OCF, the Knights in Norman.
Gabriel's on the team.
Yeah, so kind of an interesting narrative there. Not necessarily a revenge game for Gabriel, but one of those where, like I said, hosting his own team, probably a little bit of some extra emotion packed into that. Challenge. That will kick off at 11 o'clock. Early kickoff. The pregame coverage begins at 9 o'clock on K101. Some other games on the Big 12 slate as well. We'll host Baylor. Cincinnati, Houston will face Texas. That will be in Houston, as Longhorns will be on the road for that one at 3 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, BYU, Texas Tech, and then also at 6, last game on site, Kansas State hosts TCU. Both those teams looking to continue their momentum. So we got about 8 minutes or so left here in the half before we get back underway. The Boomers do lead here at Boomer Stadium, 35-6 over the Wildcats. We'll step aside for another break. Come back. We'll start looking at some keys to the second half. Or Woodward continue to roll and see what maybe they can even do a little bit better. You're listening to Woodward Football on Z92.
Holidays Fall Expo 2023. The Tri-State's largest fall trade and home show is coming to the Woodward County Event Center Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. This year's show promises to be the best yet, featuring home improvement, construction, agriculture products and equipment, clothing, wineries, communication and entertainment products, ATVs, automobiles, arts and crafts, plus great food vendors, and over 150 exhibitors. Alabaster Caverns, National Land Realty, Woodward Tourism, Formations Institute, AR Bail Bonds, and Rock and Boil Cajun Seafood all went to see
the pride of Northwest Oklahoma. Let's give it up again for your Boomer Band.
Shopping at Holidays Fall Expo 2023.
The band is under the direction of
20th, 21st, and 22nd
of
at the
TJ
Woodward County
Parton,
Event
Lance
Center and
Longmore, and Steve
Fairgrounds.
Jackson.
Don't miss it.
Color guard is directed by Rhonda
We
Matthews.
are the NFHS.
Woodward Boomer
That
Band, the
stands for the National
2023
Federation of State
season
High
is
School
sponsored by
Associations.
G&G
But really,
Electronics,
what we
Mr.
stand
Hanson,
for, together
Northwest
with
Berry,
the
Barbara Dyson,
OSSAA,
Great Plains
are the
Bank, Stripe Bank,
92,000 high
Dawkins
school
James Bank,
sports and
Wayne
performing
and Debbie
arts students
Johnson,
in
Scooters
Oklahoma.
Coffee,
And so
Jeff and Jackie
we
Wilson,
stand
EF Industries,
for the
Leslie
runners,
A.
the
Diviball,
B-team members,
Farm
and
Credit of
basketball
Western Oklahoma,
players.
and
We stand
Harper
for their
Sanitation.
coaches, officials, and adjudicators.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
We
it's
stand for
time
the
to
drummers,
stand up and
football
stretch
players,
and move around with the
actors.
little
We stand for the
YMCA.
actors, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
And welcome back to Boomer Football on Boomer TV. Z92, Dakota Wagner with you at the half. Woodward on top, 35-6 over the Cashion Wildcats. And Dakota, let's before we get into some keys to the second half, let's talk about some games going on around the area tonight. We have a handful of games going on here tonight as Stillwater taking on Putnam City West. They were in control of that one, 41-0.
Let's see if we can't get Cashion off out of their seats.
City there. A big one. This one's not necessarily in the area that has a Boomer opponent. Their week one opponent definitely taking on what's deemed to be the top team in 5A in Carl Albert this week at Jonesboro Stadium.
Let's welcome back to the field your Woodward Boomers.
Leads Carl Albert 14-7 at the half. So that is a very, very interesting score there. In 5A, looking at 4A, see if there's one of our, we got a district game going on here. Maybe not. District going on in action for 4A1. At Palisade, got a score 2 there for the teams. Hinton is taking on Minko. They're hosting the Bulldogs. Minko on top 28-7 in that game. It's in the third quarter. Go to Class B. As a couple teams in action. Camden taking on Southwest Covenant. They trail 46-0. Those Camden also have third B taking on Hamlin.
Let's make sure Cashion can hear you.
Second quarter looks like they will be able to win that one. Will Cherokee go in Class C. Buffalo Sharon Mutual. Sharon Mutual back to play after having to fortunately take a couple weeks off due to injury. They trail over Buffalo 30-6 at the break. As it's about your scores going on right now in the area. And got some good games on tap now. We mentioned Seal and King going at it out in the Texas Panhandle. Some 6-man out tomorrow night. A good one between Miami and Followette. Should be interesting there. To see how that turns out. Some district action. As far as Southwest Kansas goes, the Tri-States, they go hosting Ulysses. That should be an interesting match. Their level was on a undefeated streak. Came up short last week. It's good. Overtime against a very good challenge. So it looked like that loss. And then as going with Northwest Oklahoma goes Alva. The Gold Bugs taking on Hennessy. Hennessy looking to find some momentum on the season. Alva's been playing really well. I know they got 3 or 4 regular to look at, but their 4 losses are all to teams that are either leading their district, teams like Fairview, or in the top 2 of their district, Millwood, Purcell, one of those as well. So that and Chisholm, they did fall to Chisholm last week in the close game, so that's how the team vying for a playoff spot there in 2A. And a few more, of course, on tap tomorrow. We'll keep you updated on that from K1 Friday pictures as we go through that ceiling broadcast. Well, with all that said, Dakota, let's look at some keys to the second half. Boomers come back onto the field, get some stretching going, and get loosened up. Cashion just want to get back to the field themselves. What's really got to do to keep this going? Obviously, we saw Cashion make a stand there at the end of the half defensively. For the Boomers, we got to do is stay focused and locked in the second half.
I mean, I think the confidence level or the energy right now is something that we haven't seen. If the Boomers just keep it at that, it's going to be hard to come back 29 points. Like the teams have done the way the energy and everything's going right now, the way the crowd's into it. I just don't think you're stopping this Boomer offense or defense.
They've definitely looked confident, played the part tonight. And, I think the big thing that I would say that you got to watch for a little bit is probably, I would say the mistakes. We've seen a couple
tonight's sponsor of the game is Edge Services. Edge Services is a local family-owned and operated oil and gas service provider with a history dating back 50 years, providing superior preset drilling, conductor drilling, and case-hole wireline services. They are honored to support our local youth programs. Give them a call at 580-254-3216 and let them put their experience to work for you.
Teachable moment on film later, but at the end of the half.
And now, how about a little bit of Footloose?
It's just one of those plays you try to make. If you don't make it, you don't make it. But defensively, they've been solid. We talked about that offense.
Those of you who grew up in the 1980s.
Continuing that stuff and keeping it rolling, I'd
say so too. Hopefully, we can see a little bit more Cash, Carter, and Carson lighten up.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see when Coach Gordon and crew will kind of get more of those 2s and 3s in as well, because we talk about all the time, you can't replace game snacks, and this is a team that for the season, due to them playing a lot of their freshmen, a lot of their younger guys, Coach Gordon hasn't put a JV season out there. So any extra reps you can get to those 2s and 3s in game, I would think would be vastly important.
Yeah, I'd say so too. Those young guys, even some of those older guys that haven't had the opportunity to play, give them some reps, get them what it feels like to be at the level of what those other guys like the first and second year. Hey, couldn't ask for a better night here for the Woodward Boomers.
Oh yeah, as far as the weather-wise, I'll talk about it. Kickoff for about mid-80s, 85 or so, 86, maybe closer. But it's settled in nicely as the night has come on. And, we're down to about mid-70s now, and we'll get around just under 50. So it'll get a little chilly overnight, but beautiful weather to finish out the ball game here tonight. As the Boomers return to the sideline, they did receive to start the game, so they will kick to begin the second half. Cashion will have crack offensively at it first. Gets settled in. Crowd still solid here at the half. People look like one got some stuff, bending and whatnot, trying to get some good halftime grub.
Some of those onion burgers, I see some nachos and brownies, and maybe some baked beans.
Cookies out there. Don't see it. As both teams sit back to the sidelines, so we'll get that rolling here in just a second as the Boomers are in their huddle. Mentioned they will be kicking off.
And your Boomers will be kicking off for the second half.
And I imagine some Coach Gordon mentioned in the interview, and we talked about pregame, Cashion team's not just going to lay over and quit despite the score here at the half. Under Coach Shackelford, they're going to continue to try to battle. So they're going to have to be ready for it.
I know that we have a little bit more of a lead, but taking a look back to last year, Woodward would actually be this matchup,
Cashion.
Boomers were able to W there that night, but hey, anything's possible, so you got to be on your feet at all times.
Yeah, like you said earlier, you got to come out with that same energy, effort we saw in that first half. Can't let that slip for sure. I thought we'd be back there a little bit sooner, though, but it's kind of taking their time here a little bit.
All the fans disappeared. We'll get some
Yeah, here we go. We'll take the field. Ready to kick this one off.
Man, that Boomer band's playing pretty fast.
Yeah, they're pumped up. I mean, been a good day, like we talked about, to get some of that action going. Did miss a score or two at the half here. Texas Panhandle Derazette is taking on Silverton currently. Derazette trails 14-0 to the Owls. That was in the first quarter, about an hour ago, so it's super good. Fresher update on that. Actual game for it. 12 minutes are back on the clock here at Boomer Stadium. As mentioned, Ace Long will be set to kick it off. Back deep to return. Grayson Davis, the freshman for the Wildcats. The speedster and wide receiver.
Ace Long back to kick for the Boomers.
Picked up a little bit, but still nowhere near what it's been the last couple of weeks. Very light. Make the jog to it, put the boot into it. That one high, end over end. Going to be returned for Davis. Bounces to him at the 10-yard line. Takes it to the 20. Fights forward to the 25. Gets tackled by a host of Boomers at the 25-yard line. That's where Cashion will begin their first.
Matthew Stennett on the tackle for the Boomers.
Can't wait to get a look at this Boomer defense and see what kind of energy they're bringing in during the second half.
And it will be Ethan Waswell, the sophomore for the Wildcats. Lead him onto the field. He'll be in the gun. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, packed in tight. Man, the backfield looks to be Jones. Man in motion is Davis cross formation. Waswell back to pass, and he slips on the turf at the 15, or not the turf, excuse me, on the grass at the 15-yard line. That's a free loss for the Boomers, if you will. Just slipped, lost his footing.
I wish we had turf.
And with quarterback stumble, Cashion brings up second down and 20 to go.
But I'd like to see the Boomer defense scare him a little bit and make him trip himself up.
I guess. He was trying to roll to his left side there and just lost his footing. So second and 20 for the Wildcats. Waswell in the gun, two receivers each side. Man in the backfield with him. Back to pass is Waswell on second and 20. Has a bit of time. Steps up, finds a man short. It's Johnson. He'll bring in the catch, but not going to gain a yard. He's actually going to lose a yard on the catch as it was behind the line.
Complete for Cashion, brings up third down.
A little roughed up on that play, Tyler, as he leaps off the ground and takes a hard hit to himself there.
Yeah, had to leap for that one. It came down hard on the grass a bit. Third and long for the Wildcats, under 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Third and 21. They've got to get to the 35-yard line for the first. Waswell in the gun, trips to his left, nobody to the right. And backfield with Martinez. Back to pass, third and long. Waswell fires one. He gets hit as he throws it, and that's incomplete. Looking for Higdon, who had to step
and
inside.
The pass is incomplete. Brings up fourth down for Cashion.
No flags. That's what you like to see. Playing a clean 3 and out.
Cashion goes 3 and out on their first drive of the second half. And it'll be Waltman to punt now for the Wildcats. As back deep to return for the Boomers. Ben Cheap standing at the 50 near the W.
Well, he's going to be at around the 2-yard line is where he's going to catch it at.
Has been solid tonight, but has been punting deep in his own territory. This snap a bit high, does collect it, and does put the boot into it. This one, a bit of a sidewinder. Going to take a favorable roll for the Wildcats. Get into Boomer territory as Woodward will begin their first offensive possession of the third quarter, second half at their own 43-yard line. Swalman with another solid punt for the Wildcats. Still a good field position for the Boomers. 10:24 to go in the third quarter.
And the Boomers take over on the 43-yard line.
Leads the offense onto the field. Threw a couple touchdown passes in that first half. Trips to his left, one to the right. In the backfield. Cashion with the 3-man front. Everybody's over the top. Back pass, handoff inside, along on first down. Fights forward for a couple yards.
Ace Long on the carry for the Boomers. Brings up second down.
Side is sneaking in for the tackle was Travis Wufelholtz. Gain of 1, maybe 2 for the Boomers on first down. 2nd and 9, they'll say, at the 44-yard line. Carter in the gun. Trips to his left, one to the right, long in the backfield. They get into Cashion territory for the first. 9:50 to go in the third quarter. Boomers lead 35-6. Carter in the gun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, quick pass out to Douglas Fisher, has space on block. Gets up to the 45-50, into Cashion territory, fighting for the first down, has it 45, good block, down the sideline. Oh, they say
Carter to Ryan Douglas
he
Fisher
thought
for
he was about to be gone. Still
and
though,
a Boomer
great catch and
first
run
down.
for the junior. And it's a Boomer first down.
That's what you like to see, the junior Douglas Fisher making the moves and talent. Last week he had a couple of missed catches, but this week, man, he is sure on target.
You know, we saw him after the game, and he said, man, I dropped a couple of those big ones, and he's fought back this week, too.
Down on himself, but hey, you like to see him. Fresh start, new week, new Ryan Douglas Fisher.
21-yard gain for the junior. First attempt for the Boomers at the Cashion 35. Carter in the gun. Back to pass yet again. Looking down the left side, takes a shot deep, looking for Medina, comes back for it. Medina makes the catch at the 5-yard line.
Wow,
Douglas
Medina, you like to see.
Cash Carter to Carson Medina for the reception, and a Boomer first down.
30-yard strike from Carter to Medina.
At the 5-yard line.
And the Boomers have first and goal, threatening to score yet again. Ace Long in the gun now.
Like you said, in the red zone.
And he goes to the big running back. Trips to his right, to the left. And the snap low on the dirt and had a flag. I think maybe a false start. I'm not sure on who, though. It's offsides on Cashion or false start on the Boomers. Kind of an
false start on the Boomers.
And they'll say false start on Woodward. Trying to go a bit too fast. We talked about that at the half on those keys. I want to see those mental mistakes kind of sure up a little bit, because although right now it may not be big, following weeks against Elk City Clinton, that's something you can't have.
Yeah, right there, they just tried to do a quick snap to Ace Long to run it into the end zone, but that didn't happen.
Long still in the gun, trips to his right, two to the left. Boomers backed up at the 10. Long takes the snap, going to go up to gut himself, lowers that shoulder, trying to fight forward, not going to get much.
Carter with the quarterback keep.
A yard, it'll be second and goal from the 9.
Correction, Ace Long with the quarterback keep.
Get some help up there. Cashion snuff that out up the middle. We'll see how the Boomers approach second and goal.
Keep Ace Long out there and keep Cashion going on the sideline.
Woodward in no rush to get to the line. Obviously, with this lead, you're squeezing that clock as well.
Are we doing a running clock?
No, you're not quite at that score yet. 8:25 to go and count down in the quarter. Long in the gun again, trips to his right, two to the left. Man in motion goes Medina across the formation. They fake the handoff. Long jukes a man at the 10. Fights forward, breaks out of a tackle into the end zone.
Ace Long on the Wildcat.
A very late flag
but there's
comes
a flag
in
on the
for now.
play.
Long's in the end zone. That flag came in at the goal line. Not sure what it was for. Long lowered the shoulder, finished the run.
Long for 6.
See what the call is. Not sure what it was. That was a very late flag.
It was in the end zone.
Might have been a face mask, actually, on Cashion. If I can read hands right. We'll see what the call is.
Go explain it to the white hat. They're saying
Yep.
decline.
Yep.
Boomers are saying decline.
It looks like it is going to be a face mask.
No flag on the play.
Flag. So the Boomers
Touchdown,
get the touchdown.
Boomer!
Ace Long with his third on the night from 9 yards out. Juked a man at the line of scrimmage. And from there, lowered the shoulder to finish the run. Boomers extend the lead. 41-6, trying to make it 42 with 8:14 to go. In the third quarter. As Long is on for the extra point. Marcus steps off. Gets it. There's a snap, ball down, kick is up. And that one is good. The Boomers extend the lead.
And the extra point is good by Ace Long.
8:14 to go in the third quarter here against the Cashion Wildcats at Boomer Stadium. We'll step aside for a break. You're listening to Boomer Football on Z92.
Hey, Oklahoma, could your child have lead poisoning? The only way to know is to get tested. Remember, children aged 12 and 24 months are required to get a blood lead test. For more information, contact the Oklahoma Lead Poisoning Prevention Program at 1-800-766-2223 or visit our website at ok.gov/health and search childhood lead poisoning.
9-2. Brother Widener and Tyler Ridge with you. The Boomers able to capitalize again, get into the end zone after a 6-play, 57-yard drive.
It's long back to kick for the Boomers.
14 to go in the third quarter to extend their lead 42-6 out over the Wildcats. And just big play after big play in that drive. 2 big passes. Cash Carter sets them up in the red zone, and Ace Long finishes off 3rd touchdown of the night for the sophomore running back.
Keeping it coming after the half is what I like to see. By Ace Long. Oh, wow.
That one, a bit of a sidewinder, well targeted, but it goes out of bounds before it gets into the end zone. So unfortunately, it will be a flag. That's a Cashion in solid field position. As Ethan Waswell will lead Wildcats offense back onto the field. As they went 3 and out on their first possession of the third quarter last time. They tripped up a little bit as well. Waswell kind of had that fortunate fall on first down. Set up a 2nd and long, and the Cats couldn't recover. So Cashion takes over at the...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very important announcement.
Out of bounds.
If you see Ashley Boren today, wish her a very merry happy birthday!
Students and parents. And Ashley Boren.
She's celebrating her 21st birthday.
Yes, good call, because yes, she got shouted out. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. As in the gun, they'll hand off to Martinez up the gut. He'll fight forward for a few yards. Makes 3 out of it.
Levi Harris on the tackle for the Boomers. Brings up 2nd down.
Wildcats 38-yard line. Martinez, another one of those youngins in this Cashion lineup. 2nd and 7. Waswell in the gun, trips to his left. Nobody to the right side. Tight end at Durham. Man, backfield is Martinez. Waswell back pass on 2nd and 7. Going to face pressure from Beza. Has to roll out. Gets to the left side, trying to find somebody. Throws the pass, picked off again. The Boomers come up with another one. Mason Boring this time, heading down the sideline. Returns it to the 31-yard line. And again, a play where the Boomers just read it right. Mason Borden, Johnny on the spot for another interception.
Mason Boring with the interception for the Boomers.
Go get another one tonight, and he does.
Him and Colin Boren have racked up the interceptions for the Boomers on the season.
Talking about Boren and Boring, Casey Boren delivered a huge hit to the quarterback on that play.
Yeah, Waswell had to escape for Boren, and that's what forced that errant pass.
As soon as he let it go, Casey Boren, an absolute hit. But got to give credit to Mason Bourne for the interception. Wow.
Bears take over at the Cashion 31-yard line. Cash Carter in the gun. Trips to his left, one to the right. There's a new running back in the backfield for the Boomers. Can't identify the number yet. I don't believe it's Stinnett, and now we got a jump. As for the Boomer, Luke Parkhurst is the new running back. And there is a
offsides on the defense.
Cashion on 1st down. So instead of 1st and 10, you get 1st and 5 to give you 3 yards. So we're starting to work a couple of twos in there like we were talking about. 1st and 5 from the 26 in Cashion territory. Same formation, strips to the left, one to the right. Parker's in the backfield. The hand off to him up the gut. Has some room on the right side. Fights forward, gets near the 1st down marker.
Luke Parkhurst with the carry for the Boomers.
3 on 1st and 5.
That's what you like to see, Luke Parkhurst making his name known.
Been listed at receiver for the Boomers. They're working him in there along with Stinnett, who we've seen take a few snaps here tonight in substitution for Long. Probably easing off Ace now, letting him get his breath. He's had 3 touchdowns on the night. Big production.
Brings up 2nd down and 2 yards to go.
Carter in the gun, trips to the left, one to the right again. Same formation. Parkhurst flanking on the left side. 3-man front for Cashion. Carter takes snap, hands off again to Parkhurst. On the right side, finds a hole, cuts forward, has the 1st down.
Parkhurst on the carry for the Boomers, and a Boomer 1st down.
Wildcats, but still a nice game for Parkhurst. 5 yards, 1st and 10.
And Parkhurst, once again, like you said, doing it once again. See if the Boomers can get a touchdown here.
5:55 to go in the third quarter. Boomers lead 42-6. They're at the Cashion 17 with the 1st and 10. Carter in the gun, same formation as last play. Hands off yet again to Parkhurst. This time bounces it up the middle. They'll fight forward.
Luke Parkhurst on the carry for the Boomers.
Gets a solid gain. Call again a 5 to the 12-yard line. So Parkhurst coming in with some fresh legs, doing some damage.
So this time they're going to keep it on the ground and try to chew some of that clock out.
Yeah, they are, you know, they're pacing a bit. That's kind of what you do at this point when you got this lead. No reason to rush anything. Squeezes out chances of Cashion being able to get quick scores. Carter in the gun on 2nd and 3. Getting a little bit more than I thought. So 2 receivers each side stacked. Parkhurst the back with it on the right side. Carter takes the snap, looking to pass, looking short, tries to go to Medina. Medina misread it. It'll be incomplete. He came in for the bubble and then tried to bounce it out.
Yeah, a little too much pressure coming towards Cash Carter.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
And it looked like Medina was saying, oh, let me bounce it. Just, like I said, incomplete pass. 4:56 to go in the third quarter. Brings up a 3rd and 4 for the Boomers. A long 3 is what they're calling. Balls on the 12. As Boomers taking their time. Play clock already down to 15. Obviously, clock not running, though, so you're not burning any time. Carter in the gun, trips to his right, 1 to the left. Parkhurst to the left on the backfield with him as well. 4-man front for the Wildcats. Carter takes the snap. Oh, trips up on the grass and falls down. Kind of started to try to take off, it looked like, on a rollout to the left side. Just similar to what we saw with Woodward. Just lost his footing.
Unfortunate there. Let's see if Boomers, I know it's 4th and long, but they're going to go for the field goal here?
They might, because you're in territory as Ace Long jogs onto the field. Boomers leading 42-6. Ball is backed up to the, looks like 18-yard line, the line of scrimmage. Long will kick this from the 26, so a 36-yard kick here for Long, well within his range. Snap, dribbles, good handle on the hold, and Long puts the boot into it, and that one is up and good. With a 36-yard field goal. Has plenty of power on that. Despite the bad snap, the timing still worked out well. Boomers extend their lead 45-6 with 4 minutes to go. We are running clock now as Boomers have taken that lead. And we will go ahead, step aside for a quick break, and come back with more. You're listening to Boomer Football on Z92.
In the heartland of Oklahoma, where wide open spaces meet winding roads, safety is paramount. We all share the same road, but navigating these 2-lane roads requires caution. Yield to oncoming traffic and come to a full and complete stop when entering the highway. Because when we drive responsibly, we protect what matters most, our families, our community, and ourselves. Let's make it home safe. Make Oklahoma safe.
This message is brought to you by Oklahoma Transportation and the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority.
And welcome back to Boomer Football on Z92. Dakota Wagner and Tyler Riggs with you. Boomer extends their lead 45-6 here in the third quarter. So on the 36-yard field goal try was good. First made field goal of the season. They've only had a couple of attempts. As Long puts the boot into this one. Again, targeting that left side. Side winds into the end zone this time for the touchback. And Cashion takes over at their own 20-yard line for this late third quarter drive. Dakota, you couldn't quite punch it into the end zone there, but you still got points. So, you know, if you're Woodward, it's another successful drive in the game.
I would say so. Now it's 45-6. So, like you said, Boomer's doing good. Let's see if they can get another turnover for the ball.
They have definitely had Ethan Walswell under pressure all night, throwing a handful of picks. So behind the gun, trips, or 2 to his left, 1 to the right, and tight is Davis. Man in the backfield with him looks to be Lee Martinez. 1st and 10 for Cashion at their own 20. In motion goes Davis across the formation. Walswell takes snap, rolls out to the left side, fires a pass, has a man open. It's incomplete though. Couldn't find Max Higdon, who had settled into the zone past the stick of the defense. But the pass was off. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
That's what you like to see.
As we mentioned, running clock is going now, so we're under 3 minutes in the third quarter. Sigden will be in the gun, or excuse me, Waswell will be in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, same formation as the first down. The motion again goes Davis this time. They hand it to him on the jet sweep. Cuts back inside, now finds some space on that left side, racing for the first down. Gets to the 30-yard line.
Jason Bourne on the tackle for the Boomers.
Looks like it will be a first down for the Wildcats, as they gave him the 31-yard line, 11-yard run on second and 2:05 to go in the third quarter. In the gun will be Roswell. Trips to his right, 1 to the left. That's Higdon. Jones in the backfield, flanking on the left side. Roswell takes a snap, rolls to that right side, and fires a dart. That's to Riker Johnson. Comes down with the catch, breaks out the tackle, gets a solid gain on first down.
Jason Bourne with the push out of bounds.
Move on top of that to gain a couple extra yards. It'll be a gain of 7 on first down for Cashion.
Brings up a second down and 3 yards to go.
5 in the third quarter. Roswell in the gun, trips to his left, 1 to the right, short side. It's Higdon, the single man. Flanking to the right as well is Jones in the backfield. Back to the side, Walden after the hard count. And he's back to pass on second and short. They throw it out to the bubble. It's Johnson again. This time going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. And that's it. The Boomers covered that one well.
Cooper Beaner with the tackle for the Boomers.
Cooper Beaner on the tackle. Under a minute to go now in the third quarter. 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats.
Brings up third down.
A play to get off here before the end of the quarter as they're running some substitutions. Roswell on the gun, trips to his right, near side. So running back flanking him. On that side, it's Martinez. They hand it off to him, and the Boomers get to him in the backfield. They'll blow up the run on 3rd and short. Gain tackling Martinez well behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what you like to see. Boomer defense stopping them, trying to get that ball back.
Read that one the entire way.
Peyton Carter and Cooper Beaner in on the tackle for the Boomers. Brings up 4th down.
And it's 4th and 6 for Cashion at their own 35-yard line. Got to get to the 41. Roswell will line it up. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. He is back to pass on 4th and 6. Now under pressure, the Boomers are going to get to him for the sack. It's a tackle for loss and a sack back at the 30-yard line. And they'll force a turnover on downs.
Peyton Carter and Bubba Hunter in on that tackle for the Boomers. And up in the 3rd. Your Boomers lead Cashion 45-6.
45-6. We'll step aside for break. Come back for the 4th. You're listening to Boomer Football on Z92.
Unlock a season of savings and fall road trips with Michelin tires.
Folks, they've been dancing their hearts out. Let's give a huge round of applause for your Boomer Dance Team.
Prepaid card after online submission with a purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger.
And they've been cheering their hearts out this evening. Let's give a huge round of applause for your Boomer Cheer Team.
In Woodward. See MichelinMan.com /
And we can't forget the pride of Northwest, your Boomer Band! And the Flag Bears! Last but not least, let's not forget your Boomer Pet Club!
DRS can help. DRS is Oklahoma Department of Rehabilitation Services.
DRS empowers job seekers with disabilities
who really want to work.
So employers like us really want to hire them.
Now we're taxpayers.
Contact DRS.
DRS can help.
Contact DRS 800-487-4042 or okdrs.gov.
And welcome back to Boomer Football on Z92. Dakota Wagner, Tyler Riggs with you as we begin the 4th quarter. Woodward to end the quarter got a sack on 4th down on the Wildcats, and they take over at the Wildcat 30 after the sack on 4th down to force the turnover on downs. Carter in the gun, trips to his left, takes snap, hands off inside to Ace Long. He's back into the game. Not much doing though on 1st down as Long finds no yards. Now we've got a late flag come in. I think this is going to be off the Boomers.
It's carried, but there's a flag on the play.
Oh, can't be doing that, especially when you're up. You need to be, tacking on those type of things.
Personal foul on the Boomers.
That would be, I had it. I don't have it printed out on there. It's the same number. I'd have to check on that. We do. I just,
well, yeah.
I didn't get write it down. It was the last number, and I didn't print it out. I realized that after we got up here that I chopped off a number. I believe that might be Avery, if I'm not mistaken. As, yeah, that'll back the Boomers all the way up. It's a big penalty back to the 35-yard line. So a 15-yarder unsportsmanlike on the first play of the drive. Can't have that. So Carter in the gun. Second and 25. He's going to step back, take a deep shot down the sideline, looking for Ben Cheap. Tries to make an acrobatic catch. Can't get it down the right sideline. Incomplete pass. Tried to go for it there. Couldn't get it. Okay, let's say replay the down. It's showing 3 though, so they called the they applied obviously the unsportsmanlike after the play. So 3rd and 25 for the Boomers now. 11 minutes to go in the ball game. They do lead 45-6. So I'm trying to take that deep shot to get it going. Started out in great field position at the 30, but you had the penalty straight away. Now you've got to get to the 20-yard line for the first down. Carter will be in the gun. Empty set, trips to his left, 2 to the right. Cashion with a 3-man front. Everybody else back in coverage, it seems. 10 on the play clock. Carter steps up to the line, takes the snap. He'll be back to pass. Has a man coming at him. Gets rid of it. And that's through the hands of Ryan Douglas Fisher. Was going short there on the
Carter to Douglas Fisher, incomplete pass.
To turn that into much yardage. It brings up 4th down for the Boomers. Job by Carter to see the pressure coming and get it out there. Douglas Fisher, unfortunately, couldn't quite hang on to the heat. That one was a touch higher.
See if well, the Boomers are going to go for it here. Not a terrible field position.
Yeah, long is kind of lined up for a bit of a pooch punt here, it looks like, as they got spread out, trips left, 1 right. Sure enough, there it is. Snap. Oh, the pooch punt is blocked as Carter's going to have to retreat to try and dive on it. No, the Wildcats dive on it in Boomer territory. Boomers just tried to get that.
And the punt is blocked by Cashion.
It got in there and blocked. Not sure which Wildcat got in there and blocked it. Cashion takes a great position after the block.
What you like to see, but you got a little bit of a cushion to work with.
You do, and that's going to be one of those things, again, on film. You talk about execution. You still want to execute right late. As Wildcats take over at the Boomer 37. Oswald will be in the gun. Trips to his left, 1 to the right. Higdon, a man on the short side, right side. In the backfield, running back with him. Lee Martinez playing on the right side. Oswald checks back to the sideline with the coaches. Boomer showing 4-man front. Oswald back to pass, first down. Fires a pass to the sideline, looking for Higdon. He couldn't hang on.
And the pass is incomplete for Cashion. Brings up second down.
Ahead for Cashion.
Initially, I thought he caught the bump, but they'll roll it incomplete.
Yeah, just rolled out of his hands as he was going to the ground. Trying to make that catch on the comeback route. Couldn't quite do it. 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats at the Boomer 37. Clock down to 8:50 left in the ball game. Oswald in the gun. 2 to his left, 1 to the right. Man in the backfield with him. Tight end as well on the left side of the formation. Oswald takes the snap, fakes the handoff, back pass going again to the short side. That's Higdon with the catch in the zone. He's got the first down to the 20-yard line.
Colin Bourne on the tackle for the Boomers.
Not before the gain, 17 yards on the pass from Oswald to Higdon.
Cashion's starting to roll a little late.
Starting to find a better rhythm for sure. They're threading in the red zone now. 1st and 10 at the 20. Oswald will have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right in the gun. This time they'll hand off inside to, it looks like Martinez. He'll get taken down the open field by Colin.
Cooper Beener on the initial tackle for the Boomers, but there's a flag on the play.
Let's see what the flag is. Looks like a bit of an awkward takedown. Hopefully not a face mask.
Face mask on the defense.
Yeah, that is exactly what it is, unfortunately. It is the face mask.
Hate to see that.
So they'll march off after what would have been about 3-4 yard gain. Now Cashion will have it 1st and goal after the face mask. It was half the distance. As they will be inside the 10-yard line at the 8. So 1st and goal for the Wildcats, 7:58 to go in the ball game. Oswald takes the snap, tries to hand off to Martinez. He'll fight forward and get a few more yards, gain a 3 to the 5. Brings up 2nd and goal. Martinez has seen some action.
Colin Bourne on the initial tackle for the Boomers.
Wildcats, very young team. Oswald will be the gun, 2nd and 5. 2 to his left, 1 to the right. Martinez in the backfield. Oswald looking to pass, going one-on-one with the jump route for Higdon. And Higdon, did he come down with it? No,
they're going to say
touchdown.
They're going to say touchdown. I guess he did bring it down and get the steps as he lost it late. But they give the touchdown to Max Higdon for the Wildcats, and they'll add on. Second touchdown tonight.
Still throwing his hands up at the 35-yard line.
I understand that call, though, because he got steps in. It looked like he had 3 or 4 steps down. I think, unfortunately, Coach Gordon's kind of in a spot where that's tough to see. So the Wildcats do get the touchdown. 5-yard pass from Waslow to Higdon. And now on for the extra point is Jerry. And we got a whistle before the snap. I think the official didn't quite said right. Yes, it was indeed a catch with a reset. As Adelaide Jerry, the junior, on for the extra point. Ball down, kick is up, and Jerry nails the extra point.
And the extra point for Cashion is good.
45-14. We're still lead. 7:27 to go in the ball game. We'll step aside for a break and come back for more. You're listening to Boomer Football on Z92.
Hey, Oklahoma. Could your child have lead poisoning? The only way to know is to get tested. Remember, children aged 12 and 24 months are required to get a blood lead test. For more information, contact the Oklahoma Lead Poisoning Prevention Program at 1-800-766-2223 or visit our website at ok.gov/health and search childhood lead poisoning.
Back to Boomer Football on Z92. Dakota Wagner and Tom Briggs with you. As Cashion able to get a score from 30 yards out.
A long back to Boomers to receive.
Or 37 yards out, excuse me. They still trail 45-13. Wildcats be on to kick. It looks like onside attempts coming from one. It does go with the onside. The bouncer, that one goes out of bounds. So the Boomers will be able to take over at their own 35 with good field position. I believe it might actually be the spot where it went out of bounds.
And the Boomers take over on the 46-yard line.
It's actually going to be a little bit more, like more towards the 42-yard line.
The 46. Maybe the 42. There's 2 officials standing on the sideline.
Okay,
one's 42, one's 46. I think you're right. It is the 42.
So you really don't know where it's going to be officially, but it's going to be put somewhere.
At the 46, actually. So, yeah.
Right.
They took it where it went out of bounds.
Actually, it's going to be at the 50.
Oh, geez, yeah. They do get to the 50. Okay. Fair enough. We're going to take over. 7:27 to go at the 50-yard line. Exactly.
Wow.
Carter will be in the gun. Wads to his left. And the backfield with him is Parkhurst on the flanking on the right side. See, no freshman now switches left side. So everybody lined up left to short side. Carter takes the snap, looking for the bubble screen. Finds Medina. Medina cuts upfield to the 40, 35 to the 30, cuts back, still breaking tackles. Down inside the 25.
Carter to Carson Medina for a Boomer. First down.
26 yards.
Man, Carson Medina, he's been great out there after coming back after an injury.
Well, you know, I talked to Coach Gordon about that yesterday, and he said, hey, the doctor cleared him. Parents said, go ahead, get him in there. And he's a little hesitant. Yeah, Coach was a little hesitant, but Medina's showing he's feeling good. 25-yard gain, they'll say officially. 1st and 10 for the Boomers. Again, the screen pass out to Medina, left side. Again, breaks tackle up to 20. 15 has the first down. Breaking more tackles to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone.
Carson Medina for the Boomers. Touchdown!
And the effort just fighting through all the tackles. 3rd touchdown of the night, him and a long 3 apiece.
Wow. Carson Medina putting on a show.
And just fighting through all the traffic and finding a way to the end zone would not be denied. Boomers crack 50.
We were talking about he's feeling good, Tyler, and it sure showed.
For the next point is Ace Long. Make it 13. As there's a snap, ball down, kick is up, and that is indeed good.
And the extra point is good.
52-13. As Carson Medina finds his third touchdown of the night. Long has 3. And Fisher has 1. 4 touchdown passes on the link for the freshman Cash Carter. Got his first one last week. It's built on that in a big way tonight.
Sure has. Man, just a freshman has pretty good receivers in my opinion.
Yeah, especially when you throw back in Carson Medina to the bench. Medina, you've got Douglas Fisher, you've got Ben Cheap, you've got Moore, you can throw Ace Long out there, so you need to.
That's a good group of guys. That's our big team.
Getting them set to go. As back deep will be Davis for the Wildcats. He's lined up at the goal line. As long as y'all boot this one, as he continues to be. Strides off his steps. Gets a hand in the air, gets the whistle, begins his jump, and puts the boot into it. This one a high end over ender will be potentially returned. Gets a bounce at the 10. Davis will catch it there, runs up, gets up to the 20, gets a block, trying to get to the 25, and he'll be taken out of bounds by a Boomer. And that will be Cashion ball. Looks like about their own 23.
Landon Brown on the tackle for the Boomers.
So it'll be Ethan Walswell leading the Wildcats back onto the field. They were successful on the last drive. 5:50 to go in the ball game. We'll see how they approach it. As Walswell will be an empty set, trips to his right side, 1 to the left. Single man is Higdon on the short side. Matchup looks like Ross. Now motion goes Higdon across the formation. Walswell takes the snap, back to pass, facing pressure immediately, has to get rid of it, does find Higdon short. Higdon behind the line of scrimmage, has a couple Boomers on him. He's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They gave him forward progress to the 21.
Jason Bourne on the tackle for the Boomers. Brings up second down.
Wrapping him up for the loss.
Really on him.
Say that might be Josiah Beza.
Second and 12. Down to 5 minutes to go in the game. Good mission to go on running. Heading into the final 2 district contests. It's a non-district contest. We still fortunately won this on the district side of things. So 1, 2 to the right. Or 1 to the right, excuse me. Ball back to pass on second and 12. Has some time. Fires over the middle. And was a drop interception. As it was right there. Walswell was trying to thread the needle.
Almost interception. Brings up third down for Cashion.
And could not bring it down. And he was upset with himself.
If he picks that off, Tyler, he may be going back to the house.
I agree with you, because there would have been nobody back to stop him. Maybe Walswell would have been the only one to try to track him down. 3rd and 12 for Cashion. The guy gets to the Boomer 33. Handoff inside, up the gut. Fighting forward for a few yards. Decent gain. Not going to be enough, though.
And a bunch of Boomers in on that tackle.
It was Martinez, but a host of Boomers at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 4th down for Cashion.
5-yard gain for Martinez. Cashion most likely will go for it. They've shown no fear in that. 3:40 to go in the ball game. Wildcats go empty set.
Trips left is what it looks like.
Single man on the right side, Higdon on that short side near the Cashion sideline. Play clock down to 15. Plenty of time for Walswell as he checks to the Cashion sideline. takes the snap on 4th down, back to pass, looking, has plenty of time, trying to find a man open, has a man, it's incomplete, as that was Timmy Jones who busted out of that left side and coming up to make the play. I believe that might have been 42 for the
Elijah Nelson with the breakup.
Elijah Nelson getting the breakup, getting some playing time. One of those guys, one of the freshmen. Misty, Adam Nelson's boy at R5, one of our great sponsors. So good to see Elijah get some time in there. Come up with the big pass breakup on 4th down.
Timeout Boomers.
On downs as Woodward will take the timeout. I believe going to get even more of the backups in there. I believe Cash Carter's still going to lead things offensively, but going to see a lot of the young guys coming in from the line skill positions. 2:52 ball game. Boomers up 52-13 as I mentioned. We're going to take this one, get the first win of the season. A great night to do it here on Pink Out Night. Crowd's been fantastic, good energy, sidelines, and the crowd. A fun night of football. Not done though across our stations, as tomorrow we talked about the half. We'll be on K101 for Friday at Cook Scores. You'll hear us, Kay Kenny, myself, Ely Noble, coming to Sealing to do Sealing and O'Keene. We'll still have scores interwoven between that from possibly Chris Eubank as well, as far as keeping up with the action on the Tri-State.
Not too far of a trip for you, so hopefully you'll have lots of fun.
As it'll be Carter in the gun, Boomers will start at the Cashion 27. Receivers east side, handoff inside to Parkhurst. Parkhurst, nice cut, fights forward to the 25-yard line.
Luke Parkhurst on the carry for the Boomers. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm sure the plan here for Boomers is fly. There's under 3 minutes to go. In the gun will be Carter, 2 receivers each side. Parkhurst stays in on the left side. In the backfield, Cashion showing them 3-man front, 2nd and 7 from the 24. Carter led the clock wind all the way down. Mentioned the Boomers just going to chew this clock, get out here with the win, and get ready for next week. Snap goes high over Carter's head. It's off his hands. Back to dive on as Parkhurst all the way back at the 40-yard line, I believe. So unfortunately, the bad snap is a big loss.
Luke Parkhurst with the recovery for the Boomers.
16-yard loss.
Brings up 3rd down.
And just one of those was a bit high for Carter, and it got out of his hands. Had to jump for it. They gave him a little bit of progress to the 39, so 15 yards. Officially on the loss, sets up a 3rd and 22. Boomers going to still run the clock down. Cashion might get another crack at it offensively with a couple seconds to go. Carter will need a gun. Play clock down to 9. 2 receivers each side. Parkhurst in the backfield. Down to 4. Now takes the snap, bit low, corrals it, hands it off to Parkhurst up the gut. Parkhurst going nowhere, going to lose a couple more. As Cashion lose that one.
Luke Parkhurst on the carry for the Boomers. Brings up 4th down and 22 to go.
There's under a minute to go, though. They can run this all the way down to about 15 seconds left. 17 maybe. By the time they're snapping. It's not the worst thing. Most likely just either pooch punt this or run the clock out, and that'll be that. This Cashion will likely get about a play offensively. As they're waiting this to get all the way down, 7 seconds, not even quite lined up yet. They'll probably burn the timeout here with 1 on the play clock, maybe even take the penalty, because it's not going to matter. And that's going to be the case. They're just going to call the game. Coach Hackford saying, hey, let's just get this.
And that's your ball game. Boomers to beat Cashion, 52-13.
Peak out night. They get it done over the Cashion Wildcats to get the first win of the season as they shake hands at the 50. Let's go ahead and step aside for break, and I'll try to run down, grab some interviews, Coach Gordon, maybe a couple players as well. You'll listen to Boomers Football on Z92.
Unlock a season of savings and fall road trips with Michelin tires. Between October 11th and October 27th, get $70 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with a purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. See your local Michelin dealer. High Plains Tire at 2220 Main in Woodward. See MichelinMan.com/auto/deals-promotions-and-rebates for complete details. Offer expires 10/27/23. Void where prohibited.
It takes a lot to be a cowboy, but most of all, it takes discipline, attitude, and toughness.
This is firing! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
Ride along with the Cowboys right here. Join us Saturday as the Cowboys head east for a Big 12 showdown with West Virginia. Our coverage begins at 12:30 on your home for Oklahoma State football, the Cowboys Sports Network from Learfield.